This is Rob Van Dam, and you're watching Cold TV. Bam.
We interrupt this week's episode of PW60 for the following special presentation.
2023 was a monumental year in the world of professional wrestling. And now it's time to take a look back on the historical year that was 2023 in the world of professional wrestling. Cold TV is proud to present the 3rd Annual Golden Headlocks Awards. And now, here are your hosts, XLJ the OG, and Mr. B-Roll.
Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to a very special PW60, as tonight we hand out the prestigious, very sought-after Golden Headlock Awards. That's right. We're going to take a look back on the year of 2023 that was professional wrestling. I'm XLJ the OG, joined by my partner in crime, my brother from another mother, Mr. B-Roll.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing out there, world? It is that time again. The Golden Headlock Awards, the most prestigious award in all of
The land.
everything.
Yes.
Everythingness.
This is the 3rd year we're doing this, too.
The
so
third
it's hard to
year.
believe.
But if we're counting, for facts at home, it's only my second.
This is
It's
true.
the 3rd overall, my second. But boy, oh boy, do we have some goodies for you all, from Male Wrestler of the Year to Female Wrestler of the Year, and
Yeah,
much
because
more.
it wasn't really that big of a year in pro wrestling. Let's face facts, right? I mean, it was kind of mid, right? Yeah.
Pretty boring.
It is like this year was insane. We talked about it all the time, and like how ironic was it? We like started a weekly wrestling show like in 2023. Like I think we chose the right year to start PW60.
100%.
Yeah.
Just saying. But as you can
Yeah.
see, we are not alone. Of course, we've got a prestigious panel with us here today. Of course, we've got with us our good, close, personal friend. You know him, you love him. He's the wrestling encyclopedia himself. One Michael J. Duplessis. How you
What
doing,
up,
buddy?
y'all?
Doing awesome, my friend. And of course, we got the American Queen Dream himself, one Husky Rhodes.
Yo.
And
Going on, folks.
yes, and of course, our tribal queen herself. We've got Breigh with us. How are you doing, Breigh?
Doing wonderful with this bipolar Michigan weather today.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say it's sunny now. I feel like it's
No, the snow melted away already.
Oh, yeah.
I see your Michigan weather, and I raise you Indiana.
Where it's 10
Straight
degrees
up.
one day and 70 the next.
Yep.
Yep. Gotta love it.
But
That's the Midwest.
yes, we had to have distinguished guests for this. You could even say they're royalty.
I see what you did there.
I see what I did
Because
there.
catch Queen's
That
Court
was-
every week on
that
World
was
Championship
genius.
Wreckage's
Okay.
channel.
If
Well,
you know
guys-
one thing, we know how to get a cheap plug-in.
But
We're all for cheap plugs here.
yes, cheap plugs among other things. But anyways, what a year! Like we say, 2023 was just insane. Like the amount of stuff that's happened this year in wrestling compared to other years, I feel like we almost got like 10 years worth of stuff in one year, essentially.
Yeah, a lot happened.
Yeah,
A lot happened this year.
this has been one for the record books. But we have so many awards we're going to give out here tonight. Of course, the prestigious Golden Headlocks. But we have so many. In fact, I think we just need to get right into it. What do you say, Mr. B-Roll?
I think we do. I mean, I'm sure these nominees or recipients are eager to see if they are going to claim the prize of whatever category and get the distinguished Golden Headlock Award. I am determined we're going to get one of those in real life, like here soon. It's going to happen. I'm determined.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, and we'll split it in half just like Lay Cool did or something back in the day. Just saying. Anyways, let's get right into our first topic. Rookie of the Year. Now, this was a pretty competitive category last year, I think. Now, this year, we still had a couple rookies out there, not as many as last year. Mr. B-roll, I'm going to start with you. And he goes right off of the air. I see what you did there. All right.
I'm still here.
Oh, you're hiding. That's okay.
Yes.
All right. You know what? I will start first, okay?
Okay.
So for my rookie of the year, I looked high and low, and then it hit me all of a sudden like a ton of bricks. It's plain as day. This competitor had an incredible year. This was their first year wrestling, coming from the world of mixed martial arts. And she did end up winning the NXT Breakout Tournament. I'm going with Lola Feiss as
Yeah.
my rookie of the year. I mean, she's got a guaranteed shot at that NXT Women's Championship at some point. It doesn't get much better than that for her first year, I think. So, Michael, I'll come to you. Who do you have as your rookie of the year?
So, clarification: is it their first year wrestling period, or their first year on?
You know, we lean towards first year wrestling period, but we can go. We can bend the rules because this is on Cole TV, so it's good.
Because my first year wrestling, when it comes to someone put on TV, I'm a biased motherfucker. I will not.
I already
go away
knew
from
as
that.
soon as you said this.
It is Nick fucking Wayne.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a good one.
For a guy who at 14, 15 was traveling the world, and to be shot in the TV with two legends like Christian and Edge in
Yeah.
his first storyline.
Yeah. Your first big storyline in a major company or with Christian Cage. Like, that's huge.
mm-hmm.
That's huge.
So
Yeah, I mean, he closed down the pay-per-view at the Wrestle Dream, essentially.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, Nick fucking Wayne.
That's hard to argue. I thought maybe for a second you're going to say Mama Wayne, but the matriarch, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Another Wayne.
I
By the
still
way-
don't know how I feel about her being part of the storyline.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way
I
with
don't
you,
know.
buddy. So, Breigh, who do you have as your rookie of the year?
I mean, I had one person in mind, but she's been on TV and been doing other things, so she's not technically a rookie. So, I mean,
That's okay.
I kind of gotta go with Mike and say Nick Wayne.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty huge moment for him this year. Like, just
Yeah.
getting signed to AEW and all the hype to it. And then,
Yeah,
like,
they
that
have
match.
that much faith in him. That says
At
something.
17.
Right.
And put
Yeah.
him on, like, the main event of Dynamite for his first appearance, like, in AEW. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
The
Yeah.
only thing that would have made that better if they had that Dynamite Washington. But that
Right.
I'm a selfish son of a bitch.
Right. Yeah. Understandable. Understandable.
Husky, what about you? Who's your rookie of the year?
Ooh, like I see the points with both Lola Bice and Nick Wayne for sure. They both had crazy years. But if I remember correctly, I think this person's first like big TV stuff happened in 2023. I'm gonna go Billy Starks.
I like that. She had a phenomenal year this
Bill,
year.
Also,
Billy Sta-
facts.
Billy
Yeah.
Starks had a crazy first year in a big ass company. Like they gave her a shot at the Ring of Honor Women's title. Like that.
Yeah.
It
She
was
was
one
like,
of the best storylines
ba-
at the end of the year.
And
Yeah.
again, 18 years old.
yeah,
just
barely,
like Nick. It is
barely
wild.
18. Graduated high school, and then 2 months later, oh yeah, you're wrestling on pay per view. You're headlining a pay per view for a world championship. Like
Yeah.
that's
That's how
awesome.
I had to go with Nick Wayne because it's like, okay, you're graduating. Oh
Right.
yeah, you're in the main event of Dynamite.
Yeah. You ready to be on national TV, brother? Here you go. Like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, both of these young, and I find it crazy too. Is like they're just like both working in GCW and kind of coming up at the same time too. It's pretty wild,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
And they're like really close friends too.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yep.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, B-roll, who is your rookie of the year?
Yeah, see, you were trying to make me go first, and I like to make a dramatic entrance and everything, but
The man would be late to his own funeral, but that's
it's
neither
true.
here nor there.
It's true.
We're with Husky, so I mean,
It's gonna sound like there's a little bit of an echo in here because my rookie of the year also is Billy Starks,
Nice.
and I would echo everything Husky said, I mean, phenomenal year, and that story with Athena, that's one of the main reasons that why she was my pick.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
hard to
One of the main
argue.
reasons I watched Ring of Honor recently.
The whole minion in training thing is just fucking awesome.
I'm
It was
pulling my
so good.
fingers crossed she wins that Ring of Honor Women's TV title, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely.
Well, all of these are excellent, excellent people to win this prestigious award, and we want to wish congratulations to them all. All right, let's go to our next category for Most Improved Wrestler of the Year. And I got to tell you, B-Roll knows my pick because I've
And
known
he
him
knows
for
my
months.
pick.
This is true. But I mean, the growth in this person is insane.
Let me say this. I could see there being a clean sweep on this, maybe, potentially.
I feel like it, yeah, because this person out of nowhere, really, because it was like wasn't doing crap beforehand, then was put in a certain group that had elevated them. I am going with Julia Hart as my most improved wrestler of the year. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this is unanimous.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
very
like-
unanimous.
Like
Yeah.
literally, what else can you say? Like,
Yeah.
literally, she went from a
Varsity
fucking
blonde?
a cheerleader
Mhm.
Yeah.
to aligning herself with the House of Black, and Brody King, from what like interviews, he has been the one that's like molded Julia, like the style.
And what a guy to
and
have
everything.
train you.
Yeah.
Right,
Brody King?
Brody
Like, that's
fucking
crazy.
King. Like, spoilers to anybody that didn't watch World's End, when he was beating the shit out of Matt Menard on commentary, like that was insane. But anyway,
Oh my god,
yeah, you ain't gonna do shit. You're a bitch. Like,
oh man.
I
But
popped so hard.
The thing with Julia is it's completely all around too.
Oh
Like
my
her
God, yes.
in-ring's phenomenal. Like she's got one of the best looking moonsaults going today.
It's
Yes.
beautiful.
It makes Christopher Daniels cry.
Yeah.
Makes Kurt Angle cry.
Yes.
That's a beautiful moonsault.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing with it. It's we saw this character development begin, and the character was there, but I mean she's also taken the in ring to next level as well, and I'm very happy that they pulled the trigger and like went ahead and gave her the TBS title. Because she's definitely, I mean, she's on a roll right now. She's on a roll.
And her match last night with Abaddon was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It was one of my favorite matches on the entire card.
Yeah, and I mean she's
the "This is spooky" chant at the beginning.
Yes.
Ah.
And I mean, so much so she's even elevating a talent like Sky Blue, like who was just kind of like
Facts.
was there, and it's like I really wasn't interested. Now I'm kind of a little intrigued to see where Sky Blue goes from here in her alliance with Julia
Sky Blue
Hart.
needs to change her name.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I don't even think you need to call her like Sky Black. Just call her Sky. I'm okay with that.
yeah, it would work perfectly.
But
Yeah, I think those two are going to be a problem in 2024.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be awesome.
But as you saw here, folks, it is a unanimous decision. Julia Hart is our most improved wrestler of the year. Congratulations to you on winning the prestigious Golden Headlock. Let's go to our next category, which is wait a minute. Most improved. Wait a minute.
That was we just did
That's
that.
one we just did.
Yeah, we just did that.
So it is.
I think I missed a slide.
I think you did too. That's okay. That's what was throwing me off, but it's okay. Let's talk about. Actually, we'll come back to inspirational wrestler of the year, but for our next award was actually the most underrated wrestler of the year.
Okay.
And I think there's a lot of guys and gals that are on this list. I can tell you my pick. This is a guy who, honestly, so my good friend, the good Dr. Minnick, shout out to him, by the way, who will be going to WrestleMania with this year, at the time of this airing, because, yeah. Anyways, he's just kind of getting back into wrestling, and there's been one act that he's really particularly been attracted to, and this guy is part of that act. And this guy, it seems like you can hand him. The WWE has handed this guy chicken shit for years, and he's turned it into chicken salad. This guy is phenomenal in the ring, one of the best athletes in the WWE period, as far as I'm concerned. And his promo skills are phenomenal. He's hilarious. He's amazing. He's incredible. This man should have a championship belt around his waist in 2024. I'm going with Chad Gable.
Oh.
He is. It's just ridiculous. Like, that guy should be pushed to the moon and back, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
Like, I just don't. I mean, it's the peaks and valleys with him too. It's like, even changed up. We gave him the stupid ass Shorty G thing, and like he made that work for a little while. It's like you can hand him anything, and he's gonna make it work. He's that damn good.
Yeah, the stuff that Alpha Academy is doing is fucking tremendous.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes, indeed, Mr. B-Roll. Who is your breakout or your most underrated wrestler of the year?
Yeah, so I will pull the curtain back here completely and say this. I don't want to say this is a consolation prize for this person, but I did not give this person female wrestler of the year, and it was close. But I went with Athena because I feel like she had an amazing title reign. Not a lot of people were talking about it, and she was and has been a very dominant champion.
And I still say she has the best looking finisher in the history of the business. The Eclipse is fucking insane.
Oh, I
the
love
O
that.
face.
Yeah. The O face, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Michael, who do you got as your most underrated wrestler of the year?
I'm going to go down to NXT.
Oh.
And what he is doing with the Heritage Cup and his in-ring work has been phenomenal. I'm going to go man from Scotland, Noam Dar.
Ah, yes.
That's a good pick.
Yes.
I've been a fan of Noam Dar for a very long time, pre-WWE. And, as somebody who kind of got left behind the scenes when it comes to the NXT UK with all the talent they had, what he's been able to do in regular NXT has been phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think he got his just due the first time around. So now they're definitely making up for it. And it's fucking incredible.
Husky, who do you got as your most underrated wrestler of the year?
We're leaving the land of WWE. We're not even going to enter into the AEW realm. We're going to go to a little company called TNA. One of Canada's finest. Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh, yes.
All I'm going to say is if you have not watched Will Ospreay versus Speedball Mike Bailey, do yourself a favor and find that match. It is the best Impact Wrestling match of all time. It has unseated my favorite match, which is Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and AJ Styles from Unbreakable 2005. This is the best Impact Wrestling match I have ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Ironically, my favorite TNA/Impact match is a Mike Bailey match, but it's that Mike Bailey, Josh Alexander from last year.
From last year? That one was fucking insane, too.
Yeah.
But
Mike Bailey has some incredible matches this year. Hell, remember his WrestleMania weekend? Wrestled Tanahashi, Ibushi.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's somebody else.
He wrestled like 20 times.
Vikino.
No damn sense.
Vikino, yeah. He had 12 matches that weekend. It was fucking nuts. He's amazing.
Time-wise, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Immediately wrestle, get out in your gear, hop in an Uber, get to the next venue.
It's just crazy.
Never changing out of your gear the entire day. Just fucking go.
Go. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Breigh, who do you have as your most underrated wrestler of the year?
I mean, I was going to go with Chad Gable after thinking about it. But I'm going to throw a little curveball and go with The Miz.
Oh!
Because I feel like
really?
If anybody would have been the one to dethrone Gunther, I kind of feel like I would have rather have seen The Miz dethrone him.
Interesting. Okay.
Miz is always one of those guys who doesn't get his due credit.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah, you're right.
He's a great hand. His promo work is fucking awesome. To
And this
no
is coming
pun
from a guy who
intended.
watched the Miz on the Challenge.
Right. This is coming from somebody that watched fucking Road Rules and shit back in the
Yeah.
day when he was still Mike and would get drunk and go into fucking turn into Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, The Miz was one of the ones I was considering as well.
Interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what 2024 holds for the Miz. I gotta say, Breigh, you surprised me a little bit because I really thought you was gonna go with your boy. Who we
Which
always
one?
talk. There's only one, A-Town Down, baby. So, which I know recently you got to see your boy up close and personal. It's that time of the show here. Why don't we go to a Tribal Queen tidbit of the week?
Hi everyone, this is your Tribal Queen Breigh with your Tribal Queen tidbit of the week. And gonna end 2023 with a bang. So the other night, AEW World's End happened. And what do you know? One of the wrestlers that I enjoy talking about on my tidbits, Wardlow, appeared with Adam Cole in the Kingdom, where Adam Cole was revealed to be the devil all along. And at first, I was gonna say I don't know why Wardlow appeared with them, but then he did tell MJF some time ago that he would be coming after him soon. But now, where do they go from here? Where does Wardlow go from here? Are they going to continue to attack him? Is that MJF up for a vacation? But you know what? I'm just happy my guy's getting airtime and some TV time gives him something to do. You know, that's pretty much it. Everybody have a happy new year, and this is your Tribal Queen tidbit of the week.
It is true. You do got a lot of your boys.
I thought you were gonna say Von Wagner.
Oh no,
That's where I
gonna be
thought
that
she was going with it.
I definitely thought it was a Von Wagner joke.
I mean,
like,
no,
I was
Dave,
trying to be
David.
nice.
He's saving that for most inspirational wrestler.
Speaking of which, let's go to our most inspirational wrestler of the year. Oh dear God! And no, I'm not. I'm not going with Von Wagner. Although you could say so. I mean, he come back from that harrowing accident, and he made brownies. So yeah, good for him.
And he made brownies.
No, in all
I
seriousness,
hope he
man.
burned them.
Like my inspirational wrestler of the year, honestly, for me, this one's a no-brainer. I had to go with this guy because this guy had a fucking phenomenal year, and it was like finally, he gets his flowers, and it all culminated the other night as he won the Continental Classic. I'm going with Eddie Kingston. I mean, you don't get a better fucking story than that, folks. Like, from being in the business forever, for getting the opportunity to like go compete in the G1 Climax, winning the New Japan Strong title, finally winning the Ring of Honor title at Arthur Ashe, and coming from behind in this amazing Continental Classic tournament. I mean, it doesn't get much damn better than that. I'm sorry. Like, but Eddie Kingston to me is like inspirational wrestler of the year.
I'm just going to go ahead and say. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. That's my pick too, for every single reason you just said. Like, he's also, for the same reason, wins another category for the exact same thing. So, but I lost my fucking mind when I thank God I was home by myself, because I was a fucking mess when he finally gets that pin and fucking the new Long Island crowd is losing their shit. And for a lot of reasons, this really touched me because Jon Moxley is one of his best friends in the entire world. And he got to share that moment with him. Bryce Remsburg is also one of Eddie Kingston's best friends.
I was gonna say they got into the business together in Chikara.
Yeah. So
they've been NWA main event.
They've been basically attached at the hip since the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
So him sharing that moment and seeing Eddie lose his mind when he sees the Continental Classic title for the first time and it looks like an All Japan title.
Yes.
Oh, that was cinema, as the kids say. That was fucking beautiful.
Oh my God.
What else can you say about it? It was his year. It was
And he
his year.
deserved every
Okay.
bit of it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing. Bree, what about you? Who's your inspirational wrestler of the year?
I was gonna say the same as you guys, Eddie Kingston too.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same.
Yeah.
The King of the Bums is a Triple Crown winner.
Especially since I've been watching Eddie as long as I have, it is
Yeah.
really cool to have a man have his moment. I remember when he was in a tag team called the Wild Cards with his best friend. They got him into the business like in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
So to see him have that moment last night, fucking great.
Yeah. It was phenomenal on so many levels. B-roll, are you kind of in agreement here, or do you got somebody else for your inspirational wrestler of the year?
I do have someone else, but I mean Eddie Kingston is definitely very deserving. But my pick that I had made, it's time for some redneck kung fu. I picked Mark Briscoe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because it was incredible just to, like a week after, to even see him on TV. And I loved the Briscoes. So yeah, just seeing him still going out there and honoring his brother. That's why he's my inspirational wrestler of the year.
I'll never forget that moment. I think it was Supercard of Honor where he's wrestling Joe for the TV title.
Oh, and he
He's
comes out
going
with
to
both
make
belts.
the tag. Well, yeah, he comes out both belts, but there's a part where he's going to the corner, going to make the tag, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my brother's." It's like, "Oh my god."
That one,
like-
that one stung. That one stung. But the Continental Classic match with him and Jay Lethal, like,
Yeah.
Also greatness.
they knew they weren't going to the finals. This is for the love of the game, and it was a beautiful fucking match. Probably one of my favorites in the entire Continental Classic.
Right.
Because those two just went to fucking war, and it was brilliant.
I think that speaks
Absolutely.
volumes about that tournament too, because that one and then the one with Daniel Garcia and Brody. Oh my
Yeah.
god! Like there was
Oh
really
my
nothing on the
God.
line there other than for Brody. Like, but yeah, Daniel Garcia was pretty much gone. But man,
Yeah, that was
that
fucking
Continental
insane.
Classic tournament. Well, that was a hell of a way for AEW to go out this year. I'm just
Oh my
saying.
god, yes.
But-
I'm glad they're doing it again.
Yes, yes. But Mark Briscoe and Eddie Kingston, congratulations to you, gentlemen. You're our inspirational wrestlers of the year. All right. Now let's talk about comeback of the year. I think there's a couple good candidates in for this category. For me personally, I have to go with a guy who it looks seriously like we may not ever get to see his greatness ever in the ring again. But luckily, he is back, and he looks better than ever. I got to go with the Viper himself, Randy Orton, as my comeback of the year, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
it's a great pick. Because, I mean, when he came out at Survivor Series, I was like, holy shit, he's big.
yeah, dude.
He got
looks
beefy.
yes, sir. And I mean, he looked great in the ring too. The
yeah.
one thing with him too, I could tell, like in promos and just the way he's talking and stuff, he looks happy. That's what I'm excited to see. He's like a happy Randy Orton.
Yeah, he's in his bag. He wants to be there. So it's gonna be good shit going forward with him. Like, I'm very excited to see what his 2024 looks like.
110% agree, my friend.
Can
what
I
about
go?
you?
Because I'm really
Okay.
excited. I'm
Go
really
ahead,
excited.
go ahead.
My comeback of the year is TNA Wrestling.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, let's go.
How you like them apples?
I love him, man. Yeah, that
I had to-
outfit was so
I had to
cute.
ask if it was allowed.
Oh, it's allowed, brother. But yeah, I mean, and even for somebody like you, B-Roll, who's just like, you're still kind of the pro wrestling newbie, like, you knew enough about TNA wrestling of what it was before and knew the significance of like this announcement, the fact that they're going back to that brand. Oh, man, I cannot wait to see what holds in store for 2024 for TNA, man. It's going to be dope.
The announcements they're making already are crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That first pay-per-view is looking fucking lit.
Dude, signing Kushida, re-signing Eddie Edwards. Like, they're gonna have a insane.
Yeah, you have.
Remember, they have signed somebody huge as well, which we still don't know at the time of this.
I'm calling it. It's Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
I've heard some people even throw out Okada's name, which would be nuts to me. But if
I think it might be Okada because Okada's appearing on that first pay-per-view, and they also guys like the Grizzled Young Vets appearing on that first pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Grizzled Young Vets are going to be there.
When
Trent
that
Sevenson
video
fucking-
announcement dropped last week, I almost shit myself.
Oh
Like,
yeah, dude.
GYV's coming to TNA. Okay.
I forgot they signed Trent Seven too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the TNA is looking pretty damn impressive going into 2024. Michael, what about you? Who you got as your comeback of the year?
Randy.
Yeah.
For someone who we didn't know, not if he was going to wrestle again, we didn't know if this man was going to end up in a wheelchair.
Right.
We didn't know what his body was going to uphold. And for him to come back like he did at Survivor Series and looking as amazingly as he is and kicking ass is it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for Mr. Orton.
Yeah.
On a personal level, not even professional, but to really get his body back to where he can be a human being is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, dude, you hit it spot on, my friend. What about you, Breigh? Who do you guys your comeback of the year?
I think it's pretty safe to say that I'm gonna go with Randy. I was thinking about Edge too, but Randy just came back so. I don't know. He, like you guys said, he just seems happy to be there.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm excited to see him and Roman at the Rumble. That's gonna be a dope ass matchup.
Which I get to see in person.
That's gonna be cool as fuck. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome, man. So, well, let me tell you something else that's pretty awesome. It's like, amazingly enough, like it still blows my mind that we started pro
Husky
wrestling.
pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you did, didn't you?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, I'm
No, you're
sorry.
good.
I got
You're
so
good.
excited there.
You're good. I originally put as like a career renaissance thing Eddie Kingston for this, because think about January. What was Eddie Kingston doing in January? You can't name it because he wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
And then he goes through the thing with Claudio. He quits AEW, goes to Ring of Honor, gets the Ring of Honor World Championship, gets the New Japan Strong Championship. And then
I forget that was this year.
Yeah, this was all this year. And then they make this Continental Classic designed for him. And then last night, as of the taping of this, he wins the Continental Classic. So going from literally nothing to being a Triple Crown champion in the span of a year, that is a career comeback. But for an alternate pick, I'm also going to go with TNA. Because that's insane. I never thought I would see that TNA logo ever again.
I mean, out of everything we mentioned here, man, that's the one that just came out of nowhere. Just like Randy Orton with an RKO, baby, out of nowhere.
Exactly.
TNA Wrestling back. Yeah. Excellent pick. Well, I apologize. I skipped you there, my friend.
Oh,
I just got so excited.
I got your back, Jack.
You're good. Appreciate you, brother.
What excites me so much, man, is the fact that, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, this was our first year of doing Pro Wrestling 60, man. And, like, it's just crazy, all the stuff that has happened this year and stuff. But it has been so rewarding getting to work with our family, our friends on such a fun, awesome show. So, of course, we got to have a highlights package for you here. So check out this best of
Montage.
A montage. Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to the premiere episode of Pro Wrestling 60.
You're messing with a madman surrounded by scented candles that all smell like pumpkin. That is good shit. Shania Twain.
London TK really did have a very busy Wednesday, didn't he? This might sound a bit grandiose, but honestly, All In, the predecessor show to the creation of All Elite Wrestling, is probably the biggest show in wrestling history for what it has created in the current wrestling landscape.
Things from Earth. I'm on vacation, so you're just getting a quick rundown of the results of the championship matches of Sakura Genesis 2023. Enjoy.
Anticipated, but it was still, they told a hell of a story nonetheless. And I mean, you gotta look at it this way: it's just Cody's first main event in WrestleMania. Like, if you didn't love Cody before, now you really love for him, because now you feel for him, because here he is, he had his first opportunity and he failed. I mean, that right there, folks, that's the money shot of WrestleMania.
Serious and unfortunate event that happened yesterday. Something when we went to GCW. We can definitely relive our story for the rest of our lives. This is a story of how we met John Moxley.
My life has changed where I say hi, he's like, hey, and then he came next to me. Did a selfie, like, big fan, all that. We say cool and thank you.
I think it's going to be a surprise who beats Roman Reigns eventually. Who do I think? A debuting MJF.
You see, I like to think of myself as a cheerleader for Darby. I got pom-poms. Stole these from my goth girl. Want to see me do a routine? Darby, darling, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
On for my tidbit of the week. All In, Wembley Stadium. I have 2 predictions as to who I want to main event the show, if they are going to sell out that stadium. First, Will Ospreay versus Jay White, or Kenny Omega versus Ospreay. Bring it back from Wrestle Kingdom.
We soon see sponsorship deals so abundant that the WWE ring looks like a UFC octagon.
All right, kids, always remember, always stand up to a bully. There is nothing that a bully can ever do to really hurt you when you stand up to him.
More dangerous, more ruthless, and to make sure that the rest of the wrestling world know, well, pretty much in New Japan, that, Bullet Club is still going to be more ruthless as ever, instead of the whole t-shirt sale. But I definitely get that, where he's coming from, but
McMahon to assert some type of negotiating tactic as his rights deals with both NBC Universal and Fox are up at the end of 2024.
Wrestling sensation luchador Fishman. See. Also, we got the return of Andrade El Idolo, the masked sensation Curryman, former WWE Tag Team Champion Nicholas, and country music sensation Shania Twain.
I think Don Callis is aligning himself with someone else. I think Don's aligning himself with CM Punk.
Things have seemed to improve enough to where Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens feel comfortable doing the Saudi Arabia shows. Support Sami for Syria and let Sami pin Roman, you cowards.
And again, it could be anybody from any period in their prime. So if you want to pull somebody from like the 70s in their prime and add them, go for it. If it's somebody from now, go for it.
I'd like to meet future stars and past stars. The Craft Cup was a nice mix of tradition and new era.
Curiosity, go fuck yourself. Fuck Hogan. Whoever left the dogs out can go fuck yourself. The wheels on the bus can go fuck yourself. Fuck, and I cannot stress this enough. The Monday.
And you're going to get the demise of Cody Rhodes to the ex-con Dominic. I'm calling it now. The story ends at Money in the Bank. Look at Dom.
Stand brawl. Unfortunately, no one told me there was going to be a brawl. All I heard that there was going to be wieners there. And by golly, I showed up. Hot dogs! Get your hot dogs here! And hot dogs and pizza! Jeff Jarrett, you want a wiener in your mouth?
It all goes down this Sunday as Stardom presents Stardom Sunshine.
Strong with the Shop AEW site, so a few things launched this week that are really cool.
New Avenue. Doors open at 6 p.m. Get your tickets at PW Legacy.
Coming at you with a spicy take. And we're throwing it back. Throwing it back to the 2010s, baby.
Top story of the week, and let's go. Boomaye! It's for the people, baby. Our top story this week, your boy, Alex Kane, is your new MLW heavyweight champion. Man, oh man, it's been an awesome start so far to Pro Wrestling 60. That was just a snippet, just a little bit. Of course, you can catch all those episodes here on Cold TV. I highly recommend you just do a watching marathon one day because we do have watch lists on here. I'm just saying. Nonetheless, but thank you all, my family here with us, and of course those not with us. Just know Mr. B-Roll and I, we love you all. And this show, Pro Wrestling 60, would not be able to happen without all of you. Well, let's get back into the Golden Headlocks here, and our next award is for the Indie Wrestler of the Year. And how appropriate. I think we got to start this with the man who does all of our independent wrestling reports here on PW60, one Michael. Who is your Indie Wrestler of the Year, my friend?
A one Jordan Oliver.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Won the GCW title this year. You know, he's been all over the world wrestling wherever he can. A second would be a one Zilla Fatu, who made his debut this year.
Ah, yes.
And has been killing it in Texas.
Ooh, he's looking like a monster already.
You know, that would have been a good Rookie of the Year candidate, too. I didn't even think about him.
Yeah. So, yes, a one Jordan Oliver.
Well, that's a pretty darn good pick. Breigh, how about you? Who would be your Indie Wrestler of the Year?
This one, I knew right out the bat who I was going to pick because they call him the lovable psychopath, but he is genuinely one of the nicest people you will ever talk to. I got to go with the TOV, Tommy Oliver Vendetta, Tommy Vendetta.
Nice. I can dig that. Yeah, and you've been to several of his shows.
Yeah. Like he he's been in Europe this year. He went he's all over the place. And can do not even just like the deathmatch wrestling, like he can wrestle regular matches and he's all
good
around. He's
really good.
I have nothing but good things to say about that guy.
Excellent pick.
And Cousin Blake. I gotta say Cousin Blake too.
Oh yes, Cousin Blake.
Shout
What
out
a
to
year
Cousin
he's
Blake.
had.
Those are my two.
We love our cousin Blake.
We love Cousin Blake. Husky, what about you? Who you got? Your Indie Wrestler of the Year?
Boomaye is for the people.
God,
Alex fucking Kane.
I don't think of MLW as independent, and that's all I want. Like,
right.
I almost went that route, but yeah, I was kind of like you. But like, don't worry, I'm going to be talking about Mr. Kane here pretty soon. Just saying.
Go watch the match where he takes the belt from Alex Hammerstone. That match is fucking insane. Just that's all that needs to be said. Just go watch that match. It is picture perfect, and he looks so fucking good with that MLW title.
Yes, he does.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Really fucking good.
So, you want to hear a funny story? This is going to be a humble brag right here. Me and XLJ have held that MLW title.
I made a TikTok
I've seen the
with it.
pictures. I've seen the pictures. I've seen it.
I felt weird. I felt weird, and I felt unworthy.
I better give this back to
He's
Alex.
one of the nicest human beings ever.
For real.
True story.
Yeah.
True story.
Dude, 110%. All right, B-Roll, who do you got your Indie Wrestler of the Year?
You know, I'm going to say this name. And I guarantee that, well, there's no reason that they should be in this category next year. Because they should be signed somewhere. Should have already been signed somewhere. Brian Keith.
Yeah.
Keith's a bad
I'm
motherfucker, dude.
99% sure by the beginning of, or by the end of February, AEW would have signed that man.
Yeah.
I
He's
think AEW is
definitely-
going to sign that man. They're definitely going to sign that man.
Legitimately, with how they've been showing him on AEW and Ring of Honor,
Oh, yeah.
like if he's gonna be signed by the end of February.
He's gonna get an offer somewhere because he's doing too good a work to not have.
I think Tony's gonna use his dad's money.
Oh yeah.
I think Tony's been using that as money, but I know what you mean, though.
We're gonna shove that Jaguar money up.
Papa, reach into that pocketbook real quick. I need a new acquisition.
Papa. Nice. Oh, these are all great picks, man. I love that we're all spaced out too here because my pick is different as well. I went with a guy who, to me, what has really impressed me about this guy is like he's created his own brand so much so. And I've been to one of his shows, and it was one of the best times I've ever had at a wrestling show. Like, just the crowd there was so phenomenal. I gotta go with Daddy himself. Effie is my indie wrestler of the year.
Yes.
Like Effie is everything. Like everything about him is so damn good. He's a phenomenal wrestler. He's a phenomenal entertainer. He knows exactly what he is. Like, and if you folks ever get a chance, go to one of Effie's big gay brunches. It is the best time you will ever have at a wrestling show, period.
I also want to give a shout out and honorable mention to a woman who won the Defy Women's title at the beginning of the year, still the Defy Women's champion, in Vert Vixen.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Vixen fucking rules.
Because she has dominated everywhere she's gone this whole year.
She's fucking killer, dude. She's so
And
good.
she's been appearing on Ring of Honor and AEW television way regularly.
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
So if she decides to drop that Defy title and get signed, I would not be shocked.
Yeah, it's like B-roll says. It's gonna be very interesting to see where our picks for Indie Wrestler of the Year is come next year for the Golden Headlocks. But let's move on to our next category for Wrestling Commentator of the Year. I'm going to start with you, Breigh. Tell us who's your Wrestling Commentator of the Year.
I mean, I gotta say Mike Cole. Only because from when Vince was under control to now with Papa H, like, I feel like he's come out of his shell so much more and is more like himself, I guess. Is like has like the freedom to act how he wants to act and like say what he wants to say.
Yeah, Hunter's just like be comfortable out there.
Yeah.
And he is too. You could tell. Like there was a night and day shift from when
Really
Vince
was.
stopped yelling in his ear to Triple H in his ear. Like you could tell he's like, oh, you felt the tie loosen up a little bit. You're just like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, we can get comfortable now. And
you can come out of the coal mine now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Come into the light out of the coal mine, brother. Like,
Coal mine. What a gimmick.
Breigh, 110%. Everything you said, that is my exact reason too. I have the same pick. Michael Cole's my commentator of the year as well. Like, I think we got to see the true, authentic Michael Cole. I love seeing those videos too. I know you guys have seen them where it's like showing the raw footage of them at ringside.
Yes, those videos on TikTok are great.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's like it's fine. Makes me happy to finally see like somebody like Michael Cole like be happy with what he's doing.
Yeah.
My favorite video of those is the Punk return because you see a hyped Michael Cole and then you just see a pissed off Corey Graves in the background who's just like
sitting there,
stiff as a board.
He's just
because
sitting
he
there.
doesn't know what the fuck's happening.
Michael Cole's rocking the fuck out, dude. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Corey Graves just looking over like, yeah, fucking, all right.
Here we go. Here we go.
So we're gonna be breaking up fights in the back. Fucking sick. Here we go.
Husky, who do you guys your commentator of the year?
I'm so fucking happy to hear this man's voice on American TV for the first time in God knows how long. Kevin Kelly.
That's a good one.
My runner-up is his partner, Nigel McGuinness.
Nice.
In my opinion, Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness might be one of the most underrated commentary duos of all time.
That's true.
And to hear every Saturday, to hear Kevin Kelly doing the play-by-play is, I love it so much. So salute to you, Kevin Kelly.
Phenomenal pick, my friend. And Michael, what about you? Who you guys your commentator of the year?
I have a one Michael Cole. Just because he is the godfather now. He is that older statesman. He's been there since 98. And to see the change that has come in his career is phenomenal.
He's arguably doing some of his best work in the past, like,
I was watching some old Ruthless Aggression, Taz and Michael Cole, and just the difference just in that time.
Oh,
Crazy.
yeah. Night and day. It's like a completely different person.
Yeah, 110%, man. All right, B-Roll. Tell us who is your commentator of the year.
All right. So me and you talked about this ad nauseum last night. I mean, actually, by the time this airs, it will be last year. So that was an accurate statement. But I went with, because I do believe that they are still a part of the commentary team as an overall, I went with Samantha Irvin.
Oh.
That's an interesting one, because, I mean, she is announcing them to the ring, but she is still commenting and adding her part of the match. But she's one of the best, like, ring announcers going today by far. Like, her voice, just the way that she... And, I mean, she has, like, you can tell in the tone of her voice when she's announcing certain people. Of course, we all know and love Chelsea Green.
They took it away from her.
Which they took it away, which is horseshit.
Yeah.
But,
damn it.
I mean, even when she announced, like, the Judgment Day and stuff, or when she was doing the Bloodline and stuff, man, so... Yeah.
She really grew on me.
Yeah.
Like, at first I was kind of like, whoa, all right. But then, like, she kept doing it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is fucking cool.
Yeah. For me, she has honestly become number 2 all time behind a one Lillian Garcia.
Oh.
Because I love Lillian.
Lillian Garcia's intros were always so
She's
good.
great, too. Yeah. Well, interesting. We got with some unique picks here for our commentator of the year, but we want to wish you all congratulations on winning this prestigious award. All right. I'm going to start with you on this one, Husky, because you are the music man, the talented music man of this group here. Give me your wrestling theme song of the year. And you deserve all the credit.
We have spoke about this person, and I have talked about this song ad nauseum since it came out.
Oh, I know it one.
Harder Heart, the Julia Hart theme song, in my opinion, is the greatest theme song that has ever been written. Written by the drummer of Brody King's band, Mr. Colin Young. Guitars on there by Jordan Olds from 2 Minutes to Late Night, and sung by Emma Boster from Maryland metalcore band Dying Wish. It's a ballad you can spin kick to. It's fucking incredible. Like, it is absolutely insane. And Colin Young sings for my favorite band currently, a band called Twitching Tongues. And to get to hear his voice in arena fucking speakers is the coolest shit to me. So my pick is Harder Heart, the Julia Hart theme song, because the house always wins.
It's a good one.
True words cannot be said there, my friend. Breigh, how about you? Who's your theme of the year?
I mean, Husky, you did a better reasoning than me. I was going to go with that, but an honorable mention to Randy Orton's theme song, because I just love that song.
It's always a classic, but it's a goodie.
Riff Theory is so good.
I love that band.
Hot take. I hate Randy Orton's theme song.
You hate voices?
You hate voices?
Hate it with a fiery passion. I hate it. Burning My Light is a million times better.
Oh, Husky next
A
time.
million times better.
I feel like
that
this
song
was-
goes hard as fuck. I know Randy hates it, but Randy, you're wrong. You are wrong here. Like, that song is incredible.
Wow.
Well, that was a Dad Hat S heel turn there.
That was. That definitely was like the
He'd be
Christmas
proud.
release.
Everybody can get it.
Wow. I'll be damned. Well, that's a hot take right here in the middle of our award show. But hey,
spicy.
That's Husky. Michael, who do you guys your theme song of the year?
Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
When
that
you
was my
get a
number
whole crowd to do that theme song out loud like that, it gives me Sandman and the Arena vibes. It gives me Sidney Commando with Papa Roach vibes. If you're a ZZW fan, you know what I'm talking about.
It's Nick Gage coming out to For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Yeah.
Like, it gives that for sure.
Or it's, Wheatus's Teenage Dirtbag.
Shout out to Nate Webb.
Yeah, with Spider Nate Webb, it's one of those.
That is a vibe.
Bree's
That
got
is a vibe.
I have an honorary mention I forgot to bring up.
Yes.
Rhea Ripley's theme song. I completely forgot about it when I was giving my answer. Chris Motionless, Demon in Your Dreams, Rhea Ripley's entrance music.
Rhea Ripley's music goes crazy.
So I have a funny story about that theme song. So one of my best friends, Brianna, she listens to the same kind of music that Husky and Breigh listen to, and she showed me that song. She was like, "Oh, you have to listen to the new song," and I was like, "Yeah, that's the theme song from one of my favorite pro wrestlers. I've heard that theme song for the last 3 years." She was like, "Oh,
oh,
that was it." Yeah, I'm ahead of you on that.
Yeah, but yeah, my number 2 was Seth Rollins. Where was that one pay-per-view where he's just standing in the middle of the ring for 8 minutes and the crowd is just
It was when they were doing the live events in Paris.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, because he's just standing
His
there.
Paris fans go hard in the paint.
They cheered Baron Corbin.
That's a fact.
That's insane. Baron Corbin wins a match and the crowd goes batshit crazy.
And Backlash is going to be there this year, so that's going to be interesting.
New NXT champion Baron Corbin.
His interview talking about that honestly almost made me cry because he wasn't expecting that, and it made him feel like he actually was doing something. I was like, "Oh, that's sweet. That's nice."
B-roll, tell me, my friend, what's your wrestling theme of the year?
Well, should we say my wrestling theme of the year or our wrestling theme of the year? Because I think we have the same one on this one, right?
No, I thought we had different.
Backlash?
No, yeah, mine's different.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm going with Bad Bunny, Chamba from Backlash 2023.
That song slaps, dude.
It does. That song is lit.
That was a vibe, and it may have only been used there and then, but man, that was a moment.
Literally, the Wrestle Talk UK YouTube channel was talking about Backlash and Bad Bunny thing, and Seth Rollins has about 85% of the crowd singing along to his theme song. That show, that entire stadium is all Bad Bunny fans. And they know every goddamn word to that song, and they made sure the whole world heard it. Fantastic.
I had Puerto Rican friends of mine who don't watch wrestling talk about that moment because their friends told them about that.
Yeah,
dude, that's one of those things. That's one of those moments that's going to last forever in time. And I mean,
oh my God,
you guys have all hit it on the head here. Like, the whole point with the theme is to get that instant reaction that gets the crowd's involvement. Seth's theme is phenomenal. The Bad Bunny thing, all that was great. I am going to go with, for my theme of the year, something that's among those lines, because with the first time this hit, just the reaction in the arena and then the reaction on the performers' faces was just amazing. I got to go with the combination of MJF and Adam Cole, the Better Than You Baby is my theme of the year. Because it's all about the boom! Just saying.
Man.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
All great themes.
The wound's still fresh, man.
I was
The
going
wound's
to
still
say, isn't it a
fresh.
shame we're never going to hear that song
I
again?
know. I was just thinking that, man. It's unfortunate. And
I was gonna pick as a rap fan Hook's theme song because I love Action Bronson.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah.
I would give honorable mention to Swerve's theme song and the work
That's
that
a-
Prince Nana's done with that.
Yeah.
I
So many
forgot
good
about
themes
that.
to
I
choose
actually
from.
that's
Yeah,
what I should have picked.
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
Now the
we could go on and
Washingtonian in
on.
me is kind of feeling bad because I have a friend who's actually in that music video.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty dope. Nice. Well, I know our good friend, our tribal queen, she's a very busy gal. She has so much she has to attend to, as one would expect the tribal queen to do. So unfortunately, she has to part ways from us. But before you go, could you give us a little plug-a-palooza?
Oh, of course. Well, you can find me every Wednesday over, it's so weird to say this, over at the Wolfpack, twitch.tv/the Wolfpack podcast at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then every Monday, sometimes, over at World Championship History too.
She said something.
For Queen's Court with my two co-hosts here, where we talk about whatever the fuck we want. We are completely have no filter.
We don't have a filter, and that's
I
why
love
he's
you
got that
guys.
shot. Justin's got a shot at him. We're gonna get
I've got just one word for you here. Cream pie.
also phenomenal.
Bring it back.
Justin's gonna fire us if these two episodes come out. anytime
Oh,
soon.
it's fine. It'll be fine.
You'll be good. Well, Breigh, thank you so much. I know you got a ton of things to do, but we really appreciate you coming on and joining us. And thank you so much for being a part of our PW60 family as well.
Well, of course.
We always love our Tribal Queen tidbits of the week.
Yeah, once this seasonal stuff's all done, so I'll be back weekly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Breigh,
Let me
thank
talk
you
to you.
again. Thank you again for joining us, and you have a wonderful new year, my friend.
All right, you guys too. Bye, guys.
See ya. All right, gentlemen, let's go on to our next category here.
All right, let's let the meat fest begin now. Let's go.
Meaty man. All right, let's talk factions. Our faction. Oh dear God! I've got an image in my head and I can't get rid of it. Anyways, let's talk factions here. Let's talk about our faction of the year. Michael, I'll start with you, buddy. Who is your faction of the year in wrestling?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go with the Bloodline.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you going with Bloodline, if I may ask?
I mean, Roman's dominated. You know, the Usos have.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing. I mean, they did the split up for a little bit, but you know, Jade. They had that great storyline with Sammy at the beginning of the year with Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they have been predominantly like the top storyline in the WWE, but I'm going to raise you that, and I'm going to go with who I think my faction of the year is. And I got to say, I'm honestly surprised because at the beginning of the year, I thought these guys was going to be done. Like I was like, okay, and it was burnout, and like WrestleMania hits, and it's like, okay, let's be done with this. But boy, oh boy, they turned a 180.
Only way.
I got to go with the Judgment Day as my faction of the year. I'm still blown away, like how dominant they've been all throughout the years. Like one of the
You're
top
not
acts.
wrong. I'm changing it because Judgment Day. You're right.
I mean, it's been incredible. Like did any of you guys think we would be talking about Judgment Day? Like,
Well, I thought they were dead in the water once Edge left.
Yeah, I did too.
Me too.
Yeah, I
once
thought-
Edge left, they were supposed to be dead in the water.
I thought they were breaking up, like with some, like especially like with Finn's losses, and and the Money in the Bank teases, and all of this and all of it.
They're even now adding to their thing with the comedy stuff with R-Truth and there's layers, and it's
And we still like have this tension tease between Damien and Finn, JD, and then like we still got Senior Money in the Bank. When the hell's that happening? You know, so
And then there's Rhea and like
dominance or better dominance.
Damien, and it's like who's in charge, and
And then you have arguably the hardest man in all of professional wrestling, the hardened criminal himself, Dominic Mysterio.
obviously.
Yep, whose dad's a real piece of shit. Just saying. But,
Real dirtbag bastard man.
yeah, we love you, Rey Mysterio, but fuck you. So are we all?
Believe this is the
Maybe that should have been your theme of
way.
the year, bro.
That theme song does go
It does
hard.
slap. It does
Yeah,
slap.
it does.
That theme song is probably like the number one song that like gets stuck in my head.
Really?
Yeah, dude, yeah.
You're
that-
getting groceries and down here.
I mean, Alter Bridge has two of the craziest theme songs in wrestling. Like, it's that one and Metalingus for Adam Copeland.
Fact.
Like, two songs that just go ignorantly hard for no reason whatsoever.
The royalty checks that group has got to be getting got to be crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I can't even imagine.
Especially with Edge, because like
Yeah.
they didn't even have to go through a record label. Like Mark Tremonti owned the fucking song, and he was just like, "All right,
Okay. Cool.
fucking use it, have fun."
Yeah. So, is everybody in agreement here? Or do you
Yeah,
guys
it's
got
Judgment Day.
Yeah, it was Judgment Day.
All rise for the Judgment Day.
All rise for the Judgment Day, indeed. Yeah, they are our faction of the year here on the Golden Headlocks. Oh, man. Now, this next award, holy shit, indeed. The holy shit moment of the year. And I would safely say in the year of professional wrestling of 2023, I think we got the most holy shit moments we've ever had in wrestling. And that's saying something. Because
Good,
there is
bad,
just...
and in between. There is
Oh my God.
a lot of holy shit moments.
You have the attendance record being broken. You have Vince McMahon selling the WWE. We have the elephant in the room, and I'm just freaking gonna say it. My pick.
R-Truth coming back?
Yeah.
R-Truth
My
coming
pick
back.
for this is CM Punk's return to WWE with Slash, just the whole CM Punk saga of 2023, from getting fired from AEW to coming back to the which honestly, the coming back to the WWE, it surprises me and it doesn't all at the same time. So I think he's being, and we're not going to get into that because this is an award show and it's a happy show.
That's right.
Facts.
I'm not going to set. I'm not going to set.
want Husky to leave like he did when the actual return happened.
I'm over it now, but I was fucking pissed.
I remember I was there with you, brother.
I was like, all right, I'm out.
I had 4 people message me like, what happened with Husky?
So literally, Husky, because like honestly, you are the reason how I found out CM Punk came back, because your feed was slightly ahead of mine, and when you said you're out, I'm like, oh fuck, it's gonna happen.
I heard the TV static and was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I had people watching the stream, or like people who heard about you leaving message me the next day. Be like, what the fuck happened?
Breigh messaged me like 20 minutes later, was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just doing this for a bit. It's all for
I
a
knew
bit.
it was a bit too, but it was still like people were like, what the fuck?
I mean, I'm
still
not even
don't know when
mad.
people reached out to me.
I'm like, I'm not even hot about it anymore. It's fucking whatever. Like,
yeah,
he's just kind of there.
It's like whatever. He's gonna run NXT in 5 years. It's fine.
I will say this, like that the first promo back was yikes, but everything after that has been enjoyable to watch.
It was a copy paste of everything he said in the AEW return.
Yeah, it really was.
And then he caps it off with the whole, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money. It's like, you carny fuck. You could have left that out. It would have been fine. But
Yep. Well, Michael, how about you? What's your holy shit moment of the year in pro wrestling this year?
For me, it's Vince McMahon selling the company.
Yeah.
Like when you have a company that's been ran by the McMahon family since the 50s and no one else.
And not a McMahon running it now is
Yeah.
so weird.
It's very weird, but it's
They're
so
like,
good right now too. Let's call a spade a spade.
Like,
They're
the
doing
fact
better
that the
shit, yeah.
one of the only people in charge from the previous ownership is like a guy who married into the family because he wanted to
Right.
stay in the top spot.
He's not even an actual McMahon. That's just
Yeah.
hilarious to me.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the fact that neither of the actual mans want to be part of the company, like Stephanie and Shane are like, whatever.
Shane fucking bolted after he blew his fucking quads out at Mania. He
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like, fuck this, I'm done.
I think his quads are still healing up, man.
Steph got fired. Fucking
Yeah.
Vince came back into power and fucking fired his own daughter and then loses his fucking spot as the top dog. I'm like, oh my God. It's fucking
But the husband kept his job.
Yeah,
Right.
What's, if I remember right, what's crazy about this? Didn't the news break that he was selling WWE right after Mania?
Yeah, that's what, and I gotta say, I'm in agreement with Michael. That's my pick for holy shit moment of the year is the WWE sells because I think that was the second or third PW60 episode, and we knew for certain going into it, okay, WrestleMania is gonna be our top story, and it's like, holy shit, nope, that's not gonna be our top story. It's this. I mean, this is a moment in time, folks, that we are gonna be talking about for years to come. I mean, this is like. This is like Black Saturday back in the day, or this is like freaking, when
This is
WCW went out.
Bischoff showing up on Raw.
Yeah, this is just one of those monumental things that, like, you never thought it would happen, and it
You
did.
think
man.
that there's going to be a generation that watches the WWE that doesn't know the McMahons?
Yeah, that's
I'm
insane.
envious of that, but
That's insane.
It's
Yeah.
actually wild to say that now.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually ever said that. And say that out loud was weird.
That is weird to hear. That's so weird to hear.
Yeah. Husky, what about you, bud? What's your holy shit moment of the year?
I completely forgot about the whole Vince McMahon selling the company thing when I was thinking of this. So I have one that is my serious pick, and I have one that's my goofiest fuck pick. The goofiest fuck pick is the runner-up, and that is the James Mitchell doing coke openly at the NWA pay-per-view.
God,
Like, what the
also
fuck?
forgot.
Like, what
I love
the
it.
fuck, man?
I'm so glad that got mentioned.
You're trying to book a TV deal.
That's the greatest part about that situation is the timing with the CW.
You think, Billy William fucking Corgan, you think that it's okay to have a dude openly do cocaine on your pay-per-view?
Do you know what's even crazier?
Fucking idiot.
What's even crazier is they still got the deal. They're on the CW.
I know. They're not on the TV, they're on the app.
Maybe he knew all along they were on the app. He's like, fuck it, let's see if they'll kick me off if I do this.
Hey, James, do this fucking fake snow cane real quick for the one time. See what type of shit we can get talked about us. But,
Yeah,
like,
that's the crazy part is they still got the deal.
Yeah,
Fucking
you know what
insane.
though? But I will say this: I thought it was very cheap, though. I mean, it was an obvious ripoff. I totally remember back in the day on an episode of like Crockett Promotions, like where they were Dickie Murdoch did some cocaine, like off of like the bull's ass or something,
Right,
Complete
yeah.
ripoff.
Yeah, but
Just
I mean
saying.
that's the 80s and everybody did fucking cocaine in the
Yeah, I
80s.
was like, yes.
So it's fine.
That's the one who's going slow.
But my actual pick for holy shit moment of the year is Hangman Adam Page Swerve Strickland, the lights out match, the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah,
Drinking his blood was fucked. The spot where Swerve swings the barbed wire chair and the barbed wire comes out and just wraps around Hangman's face.
You see, I almost picked that, but then I watched Shane Strickland's match at ZZW's Cage of Death 19. I was like, oh yeah, he has been in more violent matches.
Yeah, I completely forgot about his death matches in Combat Zone, but yeah, dude.
Yeah.
My
Shout
actual
out to DJ Hyde.
shout out to fucking DJ Hyde, dude. But yeah, that Swerve Hangman match was easily the most violent match that AEW has put on.
Oh yeah, by far.
Oh, yeah.
by
By
far, man. So.
And it was compelling. The entire thing was compelling. And
Yeah,
the main thing that is the holy shit moment is Adam Page drinking fucking Swerve's blood.
Yeah, that was
Like,
just
dude, you're doing that in this day and age?
I have not seen that since Sexy Eddie.
that truly deserved a like you're that's fucked up, chat. Like
Yeah,
you
you
sick
sick
fuck,
fuck.
chat. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just like, oh my
What?
god, that was.
I have not seen that done since Sexy Eddie.
Well, Sexy Eddie did it to himself, so
Yeah,
it's not
true.
as
Well, yeah,
it's
yeah,
fucked
I was
up, but
gonna
it's not as fucked up as drinking somebody
Yeah.
else's blood.
Yeah, and the fact that this is like on like something that everybody's watching, yeah, it's fucking.
Oh yes,
And I love how AEW immediately after that is like, they were both cleared. We were okay with this.
Yeah, like yeah, go ahead, do it.
You kind of have to.
It's why we
Yeah.
say kids don't try this at home.
No shit. No shit.
Well, boys, we've already talked about. There's been so many incredible moments this year. So many incredible like holy shit moments we just talked about. There's so many great things that happened in the world of pro wrestling this year. But we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the bad. So thankfully, our good close personal friend Extreme League Wrestling was willing to just take a look back at some of the worst moments that happened this year in pro wrestling.
Oh God.
Check this out.
Down for my long winter's nap, there have been some things in wrestling that sure have been crap. Now, I'm not usually one who gets in a fit, but some things this year just gave me the shits. This is Extreme League Wrestling, and here is the worst of wrestling for 2023. WWE advertisements. When it comes to Vince McMahon, I begrudgingly say that there's actually one thing that we are in agreement on. And no, it is not the incessant horror that is Gundam style. We both personally like a ring to look as clean as possible, free from advertisements and decals, companies and brands. To show how sacred a wrestling ring truly is, this sport that people have had life-altering moments in. And look, I understand at the end of the day, wrestling is a business. Hell, if I had employees to pay who had families to provide for, I too would slap a DraftKings logo on wherever and whatever they wanted. Hell, even this pretty little forehead. At some point though, it just gets a bit outrageous for my taste. Look at prime example number 1, WrestleMania 39. The Intercontinental 3-Way was a meaty man slapping meat, hype, hard hitting match, featuring 3 of the hardest hitting bastards this side of the Atlantic. Now, watch the highlights for this match of the year contender for some people through these piss-colored Mike's Hard lemonade cans. Or even take the long-term family infighting storyline between Rey and Dominic Mysterio, a match that many people wanted to see sweet child abuse happen in. Not to also mention this father versus son bout happening on the heels of Rey being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. It just all feels a bit undercut by the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Lucha thing staring right into my soul with its cold dead eyes. There can be a happy medium for this, and sure, make your money. Just stop reminding me during WrestleMania that it's also during tax season, damn it! Vince McMahon. Now, believe it or not, in 2023, Vince McMahon didn't actively harm anything in the world of wrestling. Hooray for him! While sure, he took back control of WWE in order to negotiate the TV rights, insert film noir doubt meme here, while trying to take control of the company he founded and was promptly ousted from the year prior, his role is now basically the young cousin with the unplugged controller. But I would be remiss not to include him, because f*** this guy. The formation of the TKO group still led to a lot of people getting fired and laid off, and the scare of him coming back into creative control still actively haunts my dreams. Did I also forget to mention this greedy f***er also ousted his own daughter from the company? He horribly failed at his goal, but then somehow ended up on top. Capitalism, you fickle bitch. Adam Cole's injury. Normally I like these entries to have a bit more laughter so we can all laugh in the abyss that we call existence, but this one just bums me the fuck out. Better Than You Bebe was one of the greatest stories that AEW had ever told up to that point, and then it just had to come to a full stop. It was a thrilling treat to be able to see it continued at All In, but then Grand Slam happened. For the love of God, Tony, stop using the fucking elevated ramp! While the Devil storyline has added a new layer to everything, and I'm sure it will work out in the end, seeing these Rochachos for life every Wednesday truly warmed my frozen heart. Now my heart just feels like a pack of frozen hot dogs some burnt out wife left in the sink for her drunk husband. Oh, homie. AEW backstage drama. Hey, 2022, you left some of your shit here. Don't get me wrong, I don't think the Punk story in AEW is completely black and white, but holy shit, how do you not expect him to get fired? Regardless of what Jack Perry said, you just can't do that shit in a workplace. Can we also talk about the fever dream that has come of this to where CM Punk is back in WWE? Tony Khan is like every other wrestling booker. No one bats 1,000. AEW just did $80K in Wembley. They're doing fine. Sure, WWE is sniffing around Warner. You know why? Because they're competition. Remember who's leading up these network negotiations? The f***ing cartoon villain I was talking about earlier? Entertainment, pro wrestling or otherwise, is a ruthless business. So why wouldn't WWE try to knock off AEW from their own network? I'm not here to say leave AEW alone, but more just like I'm getting tired of saying CM Punk and AEW in the same sentence. I'm just trying to move on. Cody Rhodes' never-ending story. Y'all really traded Cody finishing the story for Roman to do a damn victory lap. Listen, did the Bloodline story need the title per se? No. Sure, add more days to his reign. I'm all for it. But after he gets pinned by the Usos, legitimately, where do you go from there? If Roman didn't have the title, you could have just pinned him at SummerSlam and then, I don't know, had him come back around WrestleMania 40 when he normally comes back with the damn belt anyway. This entire year has truly just felt like the Bloodline and the Tribal Chief have been sleepwalking their way to WrestleMania 40. Regardless, it's not like Cody had a bad year, but 2023 sure as hell felt like an anime filler episode. The matches with Brock were great, even though they really showed no clear purpose, and War Games was fun, not to also mention the forgettable tag title win that I legitimately forgot to put in the script and am now just remembering. Yeet, am I right, children? As someone who has truly started following Cody Rhodes since he first left WWE, went into ROH, went on to Independence, and then founded AEW, I'm just ready for him to hold the top prize already. The Tribal Chief story. And you bet your ass I'm not finished with you! I'm beating the dead horse at this point, but I really do feel like Roman Reigns has just been rinsing and repeating the same match while also having some of the best matches of the year still. Since SummerSlam, what have we legitimately gotten from this story? What? The Usos are gonna feud at WrestleMania 40, and Cody is eventually gonna topple Roman? Sure, the LA Knight feud and I'm sure the Randy Orton feud are going to be entertaining. I'm not saying that to discredit them. This story is just ice freaking cold at this point. Let's also not forget, a year ago is when it hit its ultra climax with Sami and Roman at Elimination Chamber and the Usos versus Sami and KO at WrestleMania. Hell, both of these matches top my list for this year. It really just feels like we're getting stuck in the yada yada of it all. While this is a criticism of WWE, at the same time, if you've been watching weekly television, you barely notice that this is a problem. The WWE product has never been hotter. Also, CM Punk is on the damn payroll again. While I'm just some wrestling nerd on the internet, and my opinion truly never matters, I just wish the top guy in WWE had a little bit more time and a little bit more energy put into his stories until we get to the next part. Who knows, maybe I'm just chasing the same high from WrestleMania. The state of NWA. No shame for anyone working for Mr. Pumpkin Billy over here, but what the f*** is happening? From putting talent through tests of loyalty, whatever the hell that means, to throwing a booger sugar white girl party on an episode of Power. The latter, by the way, was happening in the middle of negotiating television rights with the CW. I am just utterly befuddled and confused on what this company is anymore. NWA a few years ago was exciting because it was a throwback program to the days of studio wrestling. And while yes, we all look upon that era fondly, it kinda ages like milk. Not to also mention putting the 10 pounds of gold on the fucking Funkasaurus? Look, take Tyrus's political views out of this for any reason that might pop into your head. I am just brutally offended with the way this man wrestles in a ring. You would think he would hit the ropes at least with a little bit of caring. Sir, show some respect to yourself and your colleagues who have given your life to this thing. Sure, enjoy that ego trip of bringing your big wrestling belt onto the Fox News network, but show up to work and actually give a shit. For example, I find Logan Paul pretty grating, but you know what? He's pretty great at this whole wrestling thing. I don't care for the guy, but he's a pretty good wrestler and puts on pretty awesome matches. Again, I have never taken a bump a day in my life, but I can tell you this, there needs to be a bare level of respect for the business to be involved in it, and when you don't even want to show up, it pisses me the hell off. Billy, For the love of God, pull your head out of your ass. The passing of Jay Briscoe and Breigh Wyatt. The entry and the exit of this particular section is probably going to be the biggest whiplash I've ever made on this channel. We joke a lot in the wrestling community and talk about ratings and booking choices and criticisms of the product, etc. Not too many things can bring this world together unanimously, and unfortunately we saw that togetherness seen with the extremely untimely passings of Jay Briscoe and Breigh Wyatt. The two were extremely respected as not only professional wrestlers, but as humans, and after their passings and the testimonials we saw from their colleagues, it's not hard to see why. While the two were experts at their craft, they were more importantly fathers, husbands, brothers, sons, and nephews. Not a single person had a bad word to say about either men, which is understandable after death, but in this age and how people love to remind you of people's mistakes, these were nearly non-existent for Wyndham and Jay. I mean, if you want to count anything, there was the whole Warner thing with Jay's tribute show, if that. And while we miss these professional wrestlers, it's a harsh reminder that life is too short, and we should all be thankful for the time we have and the people we have it with. And with that being said, back to the poo-poo pee-pee jokes. CM Punk? You see, Punk isn't really on this list for anything that he directly did. More so the negativity and discourse around his name. CM Punk to many people was the punk rock voice in wrestling, literally the voice of the voiceless. Now, him returning to WWE, in context, actually makes a lot of sense. He and AEW were kind of a bad fit in hindsight once you learned about how each party operates. Punk re-entering wrestling after 7 years was going to always have an adjustment period. When CM Punk is between the ropes, he is truly one of the most captivating wrestlers known to man. But remember, the whole issue he had with WWE wasn't necessarily what happened in between the ropes. A lot of it was backstage. And while sure, the backstage does affect what happens in between the ring, a lot of his issues with WWE had to do with the medical staff, backstage treatment of wrestlers, and also communication. CM Punk has every right to have a full understanding of where he is in the world of professional wrestling, but AEW was not in a place as an organization for Punk to thrive. AEW is still young in the sense of professional wrestling, and no one has truly been in their position as long in this industry as Vince McMahon era WWE. So mistakes are gonna happen. With all fairness to Phil Brooks, needing help from locals in order to get to where he needed to go around London when someone needed to pick him up at the airport is pretty unprofessional and probably didn't set a great tone for his time there. I say this as a huge fan of CM Punk. I think both parties want to move on, and so do I. I want to see what stories CM Punk can tell in WWE, and I'm tired of talking about Phil Brooks. I just want to shut up and watch wrestling. And finally, tribalism. I in fact woke up and chose violence today. The competition in pro wrestling has been great. Wrestling has been hotter than it has been in nearly 30 years, but for the love of God, stop dick riding. Triple H, Tony Khan, and the freaking hot sauce guy don't care about you getting on Twitter or X or whatever hellscape it is now and arguing and defending their product's honor. You can like what you like and criticize what you don't, but some of you need to go touch grass. You know it's bad when even talent has to come out on media press conferences and tell people to chill out. Look, I have a lot of wonderful friends in the IWC and in Wrestle Talk. They are some of the nicest, most honest, smart, kind individuals I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, and I'm proud to call them my friends. But for everything that is holy, some of y'all have Facebook dad ranting wraparound sunglasses sitting in his truck talking about why's Bud Light gay now energy. Congrats, your wrestling opinion is right. You won. You've seen every WrestleMania. You've even seen the Hulk Hogan sex tape. I don't care. Y'all know you're supposed to enjoy this, right? I'm praying to every known and unknown god in existence. Please let 2024 be better. Let the Devil storyline work out. Give Punk his WrestleMania main event. Let Cody finish his story. And everyone shut up and watch wrestling.
Yes, indeed. Everybody just needs to sit back and enjoy wrestling, man. Couldn't say it better ourselves. Thank you so much, Extreme League. We love you, buddy. Yeah, he makes such a valid point.
Yeah,
Just
can't agree more.
enjoy wrestling. Yes, indeed. Well, gentlemen, are you ready to continue on here on the Golden Headlocks and go on to our next category?
Make it happen.
which is going to be our breakout wrestler of the year. B-roll, I'm going to start with you. Who was your breakout wrestler of the year this year?
Well, let me talk to you. Yeah. I mean, how can you not go with LA Knight? How can you not? How can you not?
Valid.
Yeah, it's hard to argue. I mean, you look at him, his career trajectory, where he was going. It was like WWE wasn't going to do shit with him. Like he made his own destiny.
He was
got his stuff
freaking
over.
doing a maximum male models gimmick. And
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, that never happened, B-roll.
That was a figment of our imagination.
It was a dream. It was all a.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is every single person in that group now is in like a way better place.
Yeah, I was about to say that whole 180 of that whole faction, that whole situation is phenomenal.
I mean, it sucks that Mason Mansour got released, but they're
Right.
about to fucking explode on the indies.
They're gonna be just fine. They are freaking hilarious.
They didn't even give a flip about the 90-day no complete clause. They debuted on independent scene like a week before. Like they gave no shits.
Like immediately, dude. They're just like, fuck it, we're getting paid.
Like they went to DPW down in Texas or whatever. And they're like, we
North
don't
Carolina.
care.
Yeah, they
North
showed
Carolina?
up. Yeah. Like that, it was fucking sick. I was like, wait a minute, they can do that? Like,
Yeah,
that was
it
fucking
was a week
crazy.
before everyone. It was a week before everyone else, and it was just, we don't give a fuck.
It's like, whatever, dude. They don't give a shit about us. Whatever, it's fine.
But I'll never forget. I think it was the press conference for one of the Saudi shows, and like that whole and LA Knight wasn't even on the card. Like, he wasn't even on the card, and it just like the crowd was just chanting his name and going crazy for LA Knight. I mean, and it's just from there. It's like WWE realized, like, okay, we can't fuck this up. We got to do something here. So
And
you talk about acknowledging Roman Reigns. They acknowledge LA Knight as they should.
Mm-hmm. And the thing
And
is,
that's another guy who's been in the business for so damn long.
I was about to say, he's been this good the whole time.
Yeah, for 20 years.
He has been that fucking good the whole time.
It's like a crime that it took this long for people to finally realize this.
Yeah.
I think the fans realized it. The hardcore fans.
I
did,
was
but-
watching some of his stuff from the HWA.
Yeah.
When he was part of the crew. I talked about that on TikTok with Sammy and John and a couple other guys. And it's just like, he has been this damn good for 20 years.
It's fucking crazy.
Well, B-roll, I gotta say, you got an excellent pick there, Michael.
It's
would you be in
LA
agreement?
Knight.
Is it LA
It's
Knight? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like he's that damn good. I kind of hate what they've been doing with him recently because they kind of like they shot put it on and then like he just got buried recently. It was kind of like not buried, but it's just like okay, well,
They're
what
not
happened
sure
to-
what we're going with next. So he's
Yeah.
kind of there, but yeah. Husky, who is your breakout wrestler of the year, my friend?
I see your LA Knight, and I raise you.
Oh,
Swerve Strickland.
that's a good one.
I'm
He
letting
is-
down my state, and it's now
What?
pissing me off.
Dude, his 2023
Has been
started out as the drizzling shits. Let's just be real.
Yeah, that
The-
that
the
storyline
mogul-
with Dustin.
Yeah.
sucked.
The mogul affiliates thing with fucking caffeine-free diet Brock Lesnar and the one dude with a tattooed face. That shit went nowhere quickly. They both got released like without ever being in the ring. Because I think the one dude with the tattoos got hurt or some shit.
He got hurt doing stupid shit in his personal life.
Right.
And for some reason, Parker Boudreaux just can't keep a job.
Yeah, I don't know. And then
Remember when the WWE signed that dude and they said he was going to be the next Brock?
and he never had a match. I don't think.
No.
I
They
think he
have
brought-
match. He just was there with Joe Gacy. was
Yeah, like
weird.
he got brought in because of Eva Marie or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, shows you how well that worked. And then all of a sudden he gets aligned with the embassy, which I was like, okay, what are we doing here with this? But that group has taken off.
Yeah.
And Prince Nana's career also got revitalized with this. With the fucking dance. He's the most over thing in the company. It's fucking
That's a
Nana.
fact.
It's crazy. And for
That's a
anybody
damn
that has
good pick.
and for anybody that has never seen Prince Nana in OG Ring of Honor,
Fucking great.
when he was
Greatest.
wrestling,
That too. I was gonna say, but the OG like manager as part of the embassy, also
yeah.
phenomenal.
Oh yeah, but he was like Big E in like
Yeah.
2002.
Yeah,
He's a very talented wrestler back in the day.
Yeah,
And he was huge.
He appeared on like Jacked and like Velocity all the time.
Yeah. But no, and Swerve has put out some of the best matches of the year. His in-ring work is crazy.
Oh, these are all viable points, man. Like you guys are.
I will make a prediction. Swerve Strickland at some point in 2024 will hold the AEW World Championship.
Oh yeah, no, that's a
I
fact.
agree.
And if he
I agree with
doesn't, I'm smacking Tony Khan in the face.
Nope, 100% agree.
I
with
want to
that.
see him take it off of Samoa Joe.
Yeah,
I would love that.
that would be
But
dope, man.
You see, but the only issue with that is you would have to turn Swerve babyface, and I love him as a heel.
Yeah.
Isn't he kind of already babyface-ish with how over he is?
It's one of those situations where he does the most heelish shit, but fans just love this dude because he's finally getting the push that he deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are all great picks. I almost went with LA Knight, and I'm like, now you're telling me like with Swerve, like I mean, you make a good point, but I gotta say I have a different pick, and I'm gonna be thinking outside of the realm of WWE and AEW because to me, this guy's year is just one that we're gonna be talking about from years to come. But we're also gonna be talking about this as his like first real massive year where people truly started to understand the greatness that he is. Because this, I'm telling you right now, we're going to talk about this wrestler for years to come as one of the all-time greats. This guy, look at what here. Let me list off what all he's done this year. He went the distance in the Battle Riot and won the damn thing, lasting the longest. He defeated Alexander Hammerstone and ended his historic run as MLW champion.
Yeah.
He successfully defended his championship against one Jacob Fatu in a barn burner of a matchup. And all of this he did as well as be like one of the greatest things going in the world of wrestling today, the Boomaye Fight Club. Alex Kane is my breakout wrestler of the day. Boomaye! Boomaye! Boomaye!
Love it.
Yeah.
Love
it. I mean, what more can you say?
You forgot
And
to
he's-
mention he beat Cardona.
Oh yeah, and he
Yes.
taught. Well, yeah, I forget about that because like, yeah, Cardona's a hoe. But anyway,
We,
so, yeah.
we do have on confirmation that he is the biggest hoe in professional wrestling.
Yes, as you saw
100%.
here on Cold TV. And yes, he's and Alex Kane's a good close
Yeah,
friend of ours.
all right.
Just saying.
I have a question for y'all.
Yes.
Did you all see what Impact Wrestling did last night
No.
on their YouTube channel?
No.
No.
What they do?
5 minutes after Joe wins the AEW title,
Oh,
They
they're great
dropped-
about that stuff.
they dropped the video of him winning the Impact Championship so quickly.
They're great. Like
That's
Yeah.
fucking genius.
they also have on there like a playlist of like AJ's last like lone wolf run. Like
Yeah,
and-
they have some
the
incredible.
Evil
Yeah,
Ways.
they're really good with their YouTube social media shit with
Yeah.
dropping stuff, and it's fucking phenomenal.
I think we say it on a weekly basis. We'll preach to the choir. If you're not subscribing to like Impact Wrestling, soon to be TNRA Wrestling's YouTube page, do yourself a favor because they have some phenomenal content on there. I'm
They're
just
dropping
saying.
gems on there.
Absolutely. Well, all these great competitors truly deserve to be Breakout Wrestler of the Year, and we wish them congratulations for winning the Golden Headlock. Now, let's go on to our next category, our Promo Artist of the Year. Who was the master of the mic this year? Husky, I'm going to start with you, buddy. Who is your Promo Artist of the Year?
Let me talk to you.
Yeah! Are we all in agreement on this? Because LA Knight's mine, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to go between LA Knight and Breigh.
The reason why I picked LA Knight is because of his tribute promo to Bray Wyatt.
Dude, that was intense. And I can honestly say I was very fortunate. I was there in the arena when that happened, and it was amazing, man. It was such a I've been fortunate to go to a lot of shows, and that's like one of those memories that's going to be etched in my mind forever.
That he's phenomenal, but the stuff Breigh was doing before he had to was just fucking great.
Oh my god, yeah.
Always gave me chills.
It's fantastic, yeah.
Yeah. What about you, B-Roll? Who's your Promo Artist of the Year?
I'm thinking.
Thinking.
I'll be honest, I had MJF down, but
Well, MJF's a damn good choice too.
it is. It
He was
is,
my
and
number two.
I think I will stick to. This was a tough one for me because it didn't seem like there was a whole lot that stuck out this year. There were some tough categories this year.
Yeah, this being one of them. But I mean, I think once again, these are all excellent candidates. They all deserve to win this Promo Artist of the Year. So, yeah, MJF's. I mean, we all know and love MJF. I mean, what's interesting for him though is the switch for him this year from going from that cocky like heel to going to like the tweener to the almost the white meat baby face in a sense.
Yeah, being everyone's scumbag.
He's our scumbag.
Yeah.
Catchphrases, so many. If you can produce a bunch of T-shirts from like your promos, man, you know you're doing something right. Yeah,
Dude, and
do it.
the promo video before his entrance last night.
So great.
Oh my God, yes. Tell me about it.
The stuff they got that woman to say.
Yes.
I was screaming, dude.
Fucking beautiful, man.
Again, I was with Michael Wayne when that came on, and we just were like, "What? What just happened? What was said?"
Damn. All right, gentlemen.
Wasn't that Creative Pro on there also?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Creative Pro on there. That was cool.
Beautiful.
All right, let's talk about it. The rivalry of the year in pro wrestling. I had a couple in mind for this one. But I had to go with one that was just like, to me, it was kind of towards the end of the year, but the work that they did was like, holy shit. And arguably, they had one of the most violent matches I've seen in a feud since Tully Blanchard and Magnum TA back in the 80s. My rivalry of the year is Hangman Page against Swerve Strickland. Because it's just like the shit they did in a couple of months. It's like, and I mean, it's still technically not over yet. They'll go back to it. But just like, I'll never forget that moment, where Hangman shows up at the Rev Pro show and attacks like Swerve, man. And just like the promos and Swerve going into the house. How creepy was that? And then Hangman just ripping Nana and Swerve to shreds, like with that promo on Dynamite.
That's also my rivalry of the year. I think what adds it to me, makes it that, is the stuff they did like the fact that Tony allowed them to do this stuff outside of AEW with all the independents. Because there was a few times they showed up at different independents attacking each other that I just thought was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They showed a GCW show, and there was a bunch of things that's just like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah, I think that's honestly that's my pick as well. And we had talked about this. It gave you the reminder of an old school feud.
100%.
Where you have that big blow off match, and like you said, still technically not over, but definitely probably will be revisited at some point, but
It's like this is the first chapter. This is like maybe there's like a kind of like a trilogy of movies, right? Well, we've just seen the first one, so I can't wait to see what they got cooking come 2024. What about you, Husky?
I'm torn.
Okay.
I'm torn because on one hand, it's Swerve and Hangman. The other hand is Eddie Kingston versus the entirety of the Blackpool Combat Club.
That's a good one.
It's true.
That's a good one.
The hatred of
The
Claudio.
real life hatred is phenomenal.
No, that's actually not true. Him and Claudio are actually cool.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about Claudio, but I still think there's stuff with Brian Daniels.
The Brian Danielson stuff I think is real.
Yeah. 'Cause
The
it's
hatred
kinda
of
like a
Brian
punk
Danielson,
situation.
the hatred of Claudio, the of two mindsness of his relationship with John Moxley.
Yeah.
And everything building up to World's End. Yeah, recency bias, yes, but the way that played out, how he took out each member of the Blackpool Combat Club one by one.
Yeah.
Till the final boss, who happens to be his best friend.
I
think the final boss of AEW, really, John Moxley.
Really, yeah, if you think about it.
I think my favorite part of that is the John Moxley section, because you have those promo sections with Renee, and he's just like, hey, get your husband fucking checked. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
talk to your fucking husband. What's going on here?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just phenomenal. Because Renee's like, I don't know if this will work or a shoot. Like,
Yeah,
this
she
is-
doesn't know. She's just like, fucking, I don't know what's happening here. You know what? Talking it out, it's Eddie Kingston versus the Blackpool Combat Club as a whole is my rivalry of the year. Because that shit had me locked in. The moment that him and Claudio first had words, I was like, all right, let's fucking get it. And it
We
was
want to give
beautiful.
a honorable mention to Sammy and Roman.
Yeah.
Because that blow off with the Rumble and then the match at Elimination Chamber, just really good.
See, for me, that was kind of my runner-up. That's kind of what I was going back and forth between that and also
Jay and Roman.
Jay and Roman as well. So it's just kind of like, But yeah, I just there was some the deciding factor for me with going with Swerve and Hangman is like B-Roll was saying, that had that old school wrestling feud rivalry vibe to it. And I loved it. Like I say, I cannot wait to see what those guys got cooking next. But all excellent rivalries. I'm so happy that Eddie Kingston against the BCC gets mentioned here. And the more
we give everybody their flowers here. Everybody gets their flowers.
Absolutely.
Eddie Kingston deserves like 10 dozen red roses. I'm just saying.
Oh, yes.
Okay, gentlemen, let's talk about it. The most hated wrestler of the year. Your top heel of the year. For me, I was kind of, there was a couple people I thought about, but it was just like, it hit me just like a ton of bricks. Like, it's plain as day who the top heel of the year is. We've talked about this guy before on PW60. Arguably, in his illustrious career, he's probably done the best work of his career this year, which is saying something. I got to go with the patriarch himself. I got to go with Christian Cage as my heel of the year. I mean, the stuff he was doing with it's just chef's kiss.
And everything that happened last night
Oh my God, the way
with him taking the contract from Killswitch.
That pissed me off.
I was fucking
That's the thing.
pissed.
That's the thing. That's a true. He
Effective.
pissed you off, right? He got that, classic heel shit.
It's true. He did his job to the best of his ability that night.
Luchasaurus is going to turn on him soon, and I'm going to love that.
Hold on, who's Luchasaurus?
He'll switch, whatever.
Yes.
Dumb name.
Yeah. He's gonna grab Christian Cage by the sides by his fucking ears, and he's gonna be like, "I'm a goddamn dinosaur," and then he's going to kill him, and it's gonna be insane.
I have rumors. What he whispered in his ear is, "Marco Stunt."
Yes.
Bring me Marco Stunt.
Do you know how crazy that'd be if the dinosaurs like reunited and Marco Stunt comes back out of nowhere?
That'd be hilarious.
I almost think people at this point have forgotten about Marco Stunt Jurassic Express. Really, like with everything.
I honestly think that it would get a huge ass pop to see Marco Stunt run out. People would be like, "What the fuck?"
I just watched the video of Marco Stunt's debut in GCW from a few years ago.
Oh,
that
yeah.
got him the job. Fucking great.
Shoot, I could watch the one of Iron Demon throwing him over and over again.
Oh, I know.
Or the
Shane
Cole
Mercer just
Radrick one where he does the fucking pedigree on him and he spikes him on top of his head.
Marco
Gross.
Stunt's getting killed.
But
yes,
my most hated wrestler of the year. It was a close race. But I had to go with the hardened criminal himself, Dominic Mysterio.
Dirty Dom, baby.
Dominic is mine also. Because my gosh, this dude can't get a mic, a word in edgeways on the mic. These people are booing him like none other. He's the only one in the freaking Judgment Day that nobody likes.
Maybe a little bit pumped in, but
No, I will say this. I went to a Raw taping here in town. That shit is legit.
Yeah.
That crowd at that show was deafening.
Yeah. I've been to a house show in Michigan, and they were booing the shit out of Dominic the whole time. The thing is, Dominic was able to he's so young. This is what's so fucking impressive about this.
Oh yeah.
Like when you can take a crowd, like just make an emotion out of your face, and you've got them in your palm of your hand. That's how you know you're doing something right. So.
He definitely learned from his uncle.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to heel work, because his dad's never been a heel.
You mean his dad, right?
Because the only time his dad was ever a heel was with the Filthy Animals.
Yeah, and that was weird.
Yeah.
He was
and they weren't
Billy
even heels that
Kidman.
long because they were so over.
He was with Billy Kidman.
I love the Filthy
And he
Animals.
had little horns. But anyways.
Oh, yeah, he did have the little horns.
Husky, who do you got as your most hated wrestler of the year?
Oh, see, I took this literally as the most
Oh, it's
hated.
okay. Yeah.
And I went with Ronda Rousey.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Because also one of my worst matches of the year was the worked MMA match with Shayna Baszler.
Trash.
Because Shayna Baszler deserves way more than that.
Yes.
And listen, promoters, worked MMA does not work. It looks like shit.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
But no. Ronda is hated by wrestling fans because she hates wrestling fans. And like that last run that she did in WWE, she didn't give a fuck the entire time. Did
Yeah.
not care.
I mean, I think you nailed it. Like for definitively, actually the most hated figure in wrestling. Yeah, I mean that's because fuck Ronda Rousey.
You know you're hated when you're on a taped episode of Ring of Honor, and Tony's like, "Yeah, no, we're not gonna do anything with this."
I know, right? It's just like, yeah, we're not
Well-
like because you would think like, oh my gosh, yes, a big money star, Ronda Rousey. It's like that's how much like people don't give a fuck about her. It's like, yeah.
And they had just recopied the match that they had done 2 days earlier at that independent show.
Yep.
It was the exact same thing.
It was the exact same match.
Yep.
Yeah, but
and when she came out in that Ring of Honor crowd, I saw like somebody's like cell phone video of her entrance. They didn't give a fuck.
No, there wasn't even boo. They was cricketed.
And the crowd goes
why are you here?
mild.
Why are you here? Just go home. Go away. Get out of here.
I should not be able to hear that much of your entrance music.
Facts.
Well, from most hated to let's flip that script and go to your most popular wrestler of your year, your babyface of the year. And I gotta say, for me, the person I went with, here's the thing: when you can get a wrestler that you are going to different companies' shows, and like his chant is going at those shows, I mean that just shows you how over he is. So I gotta go. You talked about him having a breakout year. For me, my most popular wrestler of the year. Talk to me. Yeah, is L.A. Knight.
Ditto. Same.
I mean,
How can you deny it? He's the megastar.
yeah. I mean, the most like you could say Cody, you know, and Cody's fucking way over too. Don't get me wrong here, but I mean, just for me, like I say, what transcends LA Knight into that next level is the fact that like he has got that catchphrase that is so simplistic yet resonates with so many people. I mean, it's like fucking what almost. It's gonna be. I think we'll be talking about it for years, kind of like the what chance, you know. And I mean,
I've
saying
said it.
that. That's crazy because putting him in like Stone Cold, like Steve Austin level, and I'm not saying he's there. Don't get me wrong, folks. He's got a long ways to go, but still, his career trajectory, it's very interesting to see where he's going to be going in 2024.
I've said before, in 10 years, yeah, we'll replace what at wrestling shows.
Yeah, I could see that. Absolutely.
I would love it if it would already replace it at the Hall of Fame, because the what chance at the Hall of Fame are annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
But I also don't like any chance at the Hall of Fame. But
Other than you deserve it.
What chants are annoying already?
Yeah.
They have been for years.
What
too,
chance
yeah.
have been annoying for 10 years?
Yeah.
Once Austin left.
Yeah.
What about you, Michael? Who do you guys your most popular wrestler of the year?
Oh, it's definitely LA Knight. This man is a fucking mega star.
Yeah.
And the fact that they haven't put a belt on him for a significant time already is actually annoying as hell.
It's criminal.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
absolutely criminal.
Yeah, and it's definitely coming in 2024, I think. I
It
don't
better
think
not.
it's going to be the belt that we want to be put on him, but I think he's getting.
I don't care what belt it is. Put the IC or US title on him. I don't care.
He'll make it. He'll make it of importance. That's just how good he is.
Put
Husky,
the US title on him because they ain't doing shit with that US belt.
I feel like that's kind of where that's going, but we'll see soon enough. But Husky, who you got as your most popular? Are you in agreement? Is it LA Knight?
Yeah, it's a clean sweep.
Yeah. I can't.
Like, you can't. Anytime that man's music hits, that building, whatever building they are in, is shaking.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember being at a Dynamite. I think it may have been the one we were in Louisville, and there were so many chants all throughout that arena. It's crazy.
And that's gonna be insulting to Tony Khan. That's fucking great.
Yeah, I mean the man's over. Yeah, what can you say? Yeah,
can't deny that.
Well, up next, unfortunately, our good close friend and the best gout machine could not make it here to the Golden Headlocks tonight. However, he was able to send us in a little package here, kind of talking about his thoughts on the year that was in pro wrestling. So let's check it out.
What is up, guys? I want to talk about this year in wrestling. It's just so much has happened. We're at the very tail end, and I can't keep lying like this. 1 second. See, I fooled you all. Gouty Boy hasn't been here this entire time. For I'm his evil twin brother, Nathaniel Radcliffe. Yes, we were separated at a young age, but I held that memory of us holding hands in the womb, him shooting out like a t-shirt cannon, and me slipping out because he left such a huge hole. But then we were separated. He went on to take over wrestling TikTok, and me, I was left to eat canned beans. Yummy canned beans. I was an old man before I ever heard the sweet voice of Shania Twain. But I made sure that Gouty, young little Gouty, was disposed of. Yes, then I would take over his TikTok, then I would take over his YouTube, then I would take over PW60, and then the rest of the world, eventually becoming Tony Khan's dealer. It's all part of the plan, and there's nothing any of you stupid PW60 people can do to stop me. There's someone back there. Concussion, internal bleeding, imminent death. Rosebud. My evil plan won't come to fruition. This floor is dirty. Death. Okay, get that out of the way. Good Lord. Man, I needed that 4-month-long vacation. Cut myself off from the entire world. Didn't watch a single episode of Dynamite. Dead body on the floor. Pardon me. Hey, wait a second. Oh my God. CM Punk came back to WWE? No, Nathaniel Radcliffe, no. Oh, God. It was all a dream. Oh, God. How are you doing, autograph figure of Nick Aldis? I know you'll never let me down. Hey, what's this? Was it all a dream?
So it makes so much sense now, B-Roll. We've been talking about this for months on PW60. All those weird little clips here and there. It wasn't Best Scout the whole time. It was his evil twin brother who's dead now, apparently. Yeah, you just saw a homicide here on the Golden Headlocks.
There's so many things that I have. Whoa.
Wow. All those Easter eggs for months, and now we know. Now we know
Tony
here.
Khan's dealer?
All I gotta say is Rosebud.
Rosebud, indeed. Some wild shit.
My head hurts now.
I know.
I
know.
I am.
Well, I'm glad Best Scout's back with us after all this time. But well, let's continue on here with the Golden Headlocks. And up next, this is a big one, boys. Let's talk about the pay-per-view of the year. That's right, pay-per-view. You can call it premium live event if you want. Your show, whatever you want to call it. What was the biggest event of the year in your eyes? And Mr. B-Roll, I see you. It looks like you're antsy to kind of jump in already. Tell us, what do you think was the pay-per-view of the year?
You know, this was a tough one too. But then when I boiled it down and I looked into all the things I cared about for this year and what were the implications of what, maybe got the ball rolling, or, what were the most memorable moments, you would say. And honestly, if I was to pick, I think one of probably the most memorable moment of the wrestling year as a whole is that look on Cody's face at the end of WrestleMania 39 with Roman retaining. I feel like it's a cheating answer, but I think I do have to go with WrestleMania 39. There were ones that got close. Obviously, like Forbidden Door was up there. I would even say Wrestle Dream was up there. I would say All In was up there. I would even say an honorable mention to Backlash.
Yeah.
As well.
All those you just listed.
I think at the end of the day,
it's the granddaddy of them all.
It's the granddaddy of them all.
It's the whole where all the year's stories lead to. And I got to be honest with you, that was my pick as well. I had to go with WrestleMania 39 because just the significance of that last closing night moment, and we're still pissed about it to this day. Hopefully, we're getting the story finished at 40. I'm just saying. But to me, also what it was, if you really want me to pigeonhole it, and I can only pick one night. That night one of WrestleMania was fucking insane. Everything from the Dominic and Ray showdown to the best entrances arguably of the year to the last two matches being arguably the best matches of the weekend, other than the Intercontinental title match that happened on the night too. But Rhea against Charlotte was an all-time classic. And then the finalization of that storyline really between the Usos and KO and Sammy, and then the whole a tag team match main eventing WrestleMania that actually meant something. It was hard for me not to pick against WrestleMania 39, but I am in agreement too with you as far as a backup. A very close backup was Backlash because that crowd, man, that is like one of the best crowds I've seen. If there was a award category for crowd of the year, I would give it to that Backlash
Yeah.
crowd in Puerto Rico, man.
Well, and I really loved something that WWE did with that one, and I don't remember them using it as much as they did in this one. That was like the drone shots.
Yes, yeah, those were pretty dope, man. It really captured and encompassed what the crowd vibe was. Michael, what about you? What's your pay-per-view of the year?
I actually have Backlash.
It's a good call. It was a damn good show.
You have moments like with Bad Bunny, that whole explosion, that entrance they had with him, he did phenomenal. Bad Bunny's one of my favorite celebrity wrestlers. He killed shit. Damian Priest, once again, showing that he's one of the best in the company. You had the moments with like Savio and Carlito showing up.
Oh yeah,
was just phenomenal. And again, it also has to do with me being an independent wrestling fan and being a fan of a tag team called the SATs and Amazing Red. Zelina getting her flowers in front of her people.
Yeah.
And her crying.
That was cool.
And having that phenomenal match with Rhea. She might have not won, but she got her moment in front of her people. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
that
Rhea
opener
was crying
too.
during that.
Yeah,
that opener with
crazy.
Io and Bianca too, like from top to bottom,
that match was
Backlash was
sick.
insane.
That match was sick.
Yeah, so Backlash it's my only pay-per-view of 2023 that I've gone back and watched multiple times.
Yeah. And to tip another feather in the cap of Backlash, Seth Rollins actually got a good match out of Omos.
That too. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, that did happen there, didn't it? I forgot about that.
You know how good the Bad Bunny Damian Priest match was? No one remembers that it wasn't the main event.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
It was Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar.
Which was a good match too, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good one.
Like legit
It
top
was the
to
best out of
bottom.
all of theirs.
I was gonna say it was the best out of the trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah. Top to bottom, phenomenal pay-per-view. There isn't a bad match on that pay-per-view.
That's a great pick. Husky, what about you? What's your pay-per-view of the year?
I might be a contrarian here.
Oh God.
No, not really in like a fucking troll way.
I just never know with you.
It's true. WrestleMania Night 1. Fantastic. Night 2 was dog ass.
Yeah.
With the whole Austin Theory John Cena match that led to absolutely nothing. Because John Cena in the promo before it was like, if you beat me, doesn't really matter.
Facts.
Like, why the fuck do we care? Like, and the only good match on the whole night was the triple threat for the IC title, because that was fucking insane. The Brock Cody or Roman Cody match could have been the greatest WWE match of all time, but the ending pissed me off so bad, I hate it. My pick is All In.
That's a good one.
FTR Young Bucks 3. Alleged sex criminal Chris Jericho and Ospreay. The MJF Adam Cole main event.
Yeah, the story there too for them starting the show and then closing the show.
Starting the show, beating Aussie Open, and then headlining the show.
Yep.
Was insane.
And what about that Anarchy in the Arena too, man? That was dope.
Yes. The Stadium Stampede.
Or Stadium
for that
Stampede, I'm sorry. Yeah.
was so fucking good. It was so much fun. Yeah. Match top to bottom. Even fucking CM Punk Samoa Joe was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun ass match. Samoa Joe fucking like 12 walkaway spots. It was awesome. It was hilarious. Like they were just like, fuck it, we're having fun. I'm not gonna be here anymore. So fuck it, let's just have fun.
Yeah. And I will say this too, so while we're kind of talking on like, very, very recent, like, does anybody kind of feel like, okay, as much as Joe deserved winning the AEW title, like part of that was like Tony Khan saying thank you for like literally making like what could have been one of the darkest moments in my company's history, and like somehow like get Punk through that and saving
Yeah.
that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you've done service by holding my TV title for as long as you have.
Yeah.
Longest reigning television champion for Ring of Honor of all time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am so excited to see where
be
Samoa
my
Joe's
top
going to
guy.
go in 2024, man. He deserves to be their top guy, man. He fucking deserves it.
He needs to hold. I know it's gonna contradict what I said about Swerve holding a world title in AEW in 2024, but another part of me is like, let Joe run with it.
Yes.
And it's weird that there's two Samoan dudes named Joe that are both world champions right now.
Really? You stole the meme?
Oh my god!
Stole the meme that I sent into the group chat?
No, right. I'll give you fucking credit for it. You put it in there, but yeah, like that's just hilarious.
I did not realize it until it popped up on Facebook. I was like, oh yeah, they're both named Joe. That's weird.
That's weird.
What are the odds, man? But yeah, this was you're right. Like these are all great shows. You should definitely check them out if you haven't done so for some reason. Very heated category, very highly contested category, I should say. And I think this next one is right up there. Match of the year. So many amazing matches of the year. But boys, I want to keep it 100 with you, okay, on this. I want to know. Let's call a spade here, okay? Let's be realistic about this. It's incredible matches all year. Don't be wrong, but seriously, which Will Ospreay match did you choose?
Seriously.
Because there's so many.
Yeah.
Like it's
Wrestle
like
Kingdom.
literally top 5 is fucking Ospreay matches. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Will
I
Ospreay,
mean,
Kenny Omega from Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay.
Literally, 4th day of the year, nothing topped it.
How insane is that though? Like literally the 4th day, like you say, 4 days into the year, and that's still held up as your match of the year.
oh, you're going with Wrestle Kingdom. So I actually went with Ospreay Omega 2 at Forbidden Door.
Oh yeah, that one was crazy. Fucking Kenny Omega getting dumped on his head.
But I mean, you could easily go with Speedball Mike Bailey, Ospreay at Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
I gotta be agreeance with you, Mr. B-Roll. I also went with the Ospreay Omega 2 matchup. Slight edge, just a very slight edge over the first one. But here's the thing: is they told a phenomenal story. And that like first one, we get back, the Will Ospreay of old, like he comes out, even like the theme, switches up from what it had been, which back to his original theme, which was dope as hell.
Yes.
The story told in that matchup where like Kenny is like the ultimate, like the ace, if you will, like of like New Japan for years as far as the foreign wrestler, the gaijin. Thank you. I had a brain fart there. Yeah, there's the top gaijin, and then like it's supposed to be kind of this like passing of the torch, but Will Ospreay comes ever so close, and just the emotions on go back seriously, watch that match. The spots and stuff is great, but the thing that stuck out most about that, look at Will Ospreay's facial expressions in that match. It's fucking insane. They tell the story right there. But as great as the first one is, man, dude, that second one, holy shit.
Yeah. It was literally a coin flip between those two.
Yeah, because I mean the second one, it's like like so many like false finishes, but I mean false finishes where it was like false finishes nowadays, it's like can be expected and it's almost a little redundant. But these were very well timed false finishes, like in the pacing of the match and where they went into it, and it was just like it mouth dropping moments essentially from that Ospreay Omega match too at Forbidden Door.
Kenny Omega basically no selling a one-winged angel, kicking out at 1. I was like, holy shit, that's insane.
Yeah, it was just like, oh my
I came out of my
god.
chair on that one. I was like,
Wasn't it a Tiger Driver 98 that got him? Was that the finisher? I don't remember.
No, I thought it. God, I can't even remember. That's how good the match is, folks. We
Yeah.
can't even remember the finish of it because there's just so many good moments
But
from that match.
I know too, and like Forbidden Door this year was extra special for us because Nicholas came down and we got to watch it like with him and his family. So I mean, it was just
awesome.
the overall experience of like.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. Michael, what about you, buddy? What you got as your match of the year?
I actually am on the outs here because my match of the year is the WrestleMania Triple Threat
Oh,
of
yeah.
Drew, Gunther, and Sheamus.
That
I
was
can
in my top
respect
5.
that.
Hell
was in
yeah,
my
I can
top five.
respect that. Yeah, it's
Because-
easily in my top 5. Agreed.
Those three killed the shit out of each other for 17 minutes.
And the ring general did retain his beautiful.
The finish is the only issue I have with the match because I wanted Sheamus to win.
Yeah.
But the match in itself, phenomenal.
You know, we're talking too Mania. I kind of mentioned it for the pay per view. I think you also have to talk Rhea and Charlotte, man. Like, good God, that match was great.
Rhea and Charlotte was nuts.
Yeah.
We as wrestling fans are so blessed for this year. Just all the great moments and matches and highlights. But that being said, as well, unfortunately this year we took a lot of losses this year as well. There was a lot of talent that left us, and a lot of it way too
I'm
soon.
watching this video.
Yeah, so
yeah,
let's take a look here in memory of some of the great wrestlers we lost this year. Yeah, just so many great wrestlers there you saw. Our condolences go out to all their families, because as much as us fans, we lost great wrestlers. Their families lost their husband, father, brother, and so forth. So it was a rough year. We lost a lot of great ones this year, man.
There's a lot of those guys on the list. I forgot that happened this year.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's been, like I say, 2023 has just been a crazy year, man. So, yeah, I'll never
I
forget.
forgot Cheeky Baby was this year.
Yeah.
Sheik had died last year.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, I think I think we were getting ready. We were doing a meeting or something. Like we were hopping on like StreamYard or something. Because we were getting ready for like Extreme League was doing his like charity stream. And literally the news broke like about 10 minutes before we hopped on about Jay Briscoe. And it was just like, I remember I had to call B-roll and I was just like, it was crazy. That was a conversation I did not want to have.
Yeah.
And then the stuff with, so many great legends too. Like we talk about Terry Funk, like one of the all-time greats, man.
Yeah.
Like his contributions to wrestling are second to none. But then literally right after we lost Terry to lose like Wyndham Rotunda, it's crazy.
Hours later.
Crazy.
I remember when Husky broke the Terry Funk news to me, and I was like, "Hold on, what is happening?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and I but I do I remember like we were supposed to record a prediction show or something the day we found out about Breigh, and
It was the all-in prediction show, I think.
Yeah.
I remember
It was right before that.
Yeah, because it was 2 days before.
Arguably one of the biggest, like, outside the WWE, like, pay-per-views of the year. And, we literally was just like, we can't do this.
Yeah.
I will say, thankful, for this family. Because, we all agreed, like, we're not doing a prediction show. But,
and we literally took that time to talk to each other and just get each other through that massive, massive loss.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I know this, my brothers. I love each and every one of you, and I cherish every day I have with you and moments, like this show here. But once again, truly our thoughts and prayers with all the families out there to so many great beloved wrestlers that we lost this year. We'll continue on here on the Golden Headlocks. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty, folks. We've got 3 more awards left to give, and up next, we got our Tag Team of the Year. I feel like this was another solid year for tag team wrestling. But if I'm nitpicking, I don't think it's as solid as like the year before, because that was insane, like last year. But also monumental moments in tag team wrestling this year too. We talked about earlier the fact that a tag team match that actually was of importance main evented WrestleMania. I mean, that's freaking huge, man.
Yeah. Last year you could easily say there was 3 teams that had a arguable case to say they were the best tag team of the year.
Yeah. So that being said, B-roll, you are the master. You've professed your undying love for tag team wrestling from day one. So I'm going to start with you. Who's your tag team of the year?
I do love me some tag team wrestling. I do think that is where wrestling is at some of its finest. There's nothing better than a good old hot tag. My pick this year is a little bit interesting because
it's not FTR?
Because it's not FTR.
Oh my God, and that's your team.
Yeah, hey, listen, FTR still had an incredible year. Nothing like the year they had last year, though. I don't know if anything will ever top that. But my tag team of the year, and it wasn't necessarily for all of their in-ring skill and all the accomplishments that they got, but man, oh man, did they tell probably one of the best stories of the year with the culmination at World's End. They were able to get moves such as a double clothesline and all of this and all of that over as crap, and the video packages and everything. I'm talking about none other than Better Than You, Baby, is my tag team of the year.
It's hard to argue. They, like you said, okay, yes, they did win gold. They held the Ring of Honor tag titles for the good part of the year. Of course, towards the end there, those title defenses had to be changed up for obvious reasons with the injury. But still, though, man, like
Yeah, I mean they were the hottest act going in AEW, and arguably easily you could say they were the top story going on in AEW this year as well as their friendship and how that came to be. And I kind of feel like I don't think they really had that originally planned in the cards. I felt like that organically happened, and when stuff like that happens, that's when wrestling's at its best. So good pick, Michael. What about you? Who's your tag team of the year?
I have a tag team that's kind of out of left field, but they were the AEW Tag Team Champions for a good portion of the beginning of the year. And in my opinion, they came into their own as a tag team. It's Guns Up.
Oh, shit.
a good one.
Nice. That's a good one. Yeah, and that entrance, man. Oh, with the 50
I
Cent
wish
song.
I goddamn wish that Tony Khan was able to put the money towards that 50 Cent's Many Man Wish entrance, because Many Men by 50 Cent as the Guns Club would have been phenomenal for the whole year.
Yeah.
But the entrance they do have is great with the spinning circle, and they just stand there phenomenal. But
It's an interesting pick, but I'm for it, man.
Shout
I
out
love
to
it.
Golden and Austin.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did fantastic work.
What about you, Husky?
It's better than you, baby.
Yeah. It's hard
Like
to argue.
I initially hated it.
I remember us talking about when this became a thing, and you
I
were
was like,
so pissed.
I was like, no, god damn it, no. Like, this is gonna be fucking stupid. 2 weeks in, I'm like, I'm the biggest fan. Like, this is fucking hilarious.
The
And
turnaround was phenomenal.
it was so quick. I'm like, all right, Max is hilarious, and so is Adam Cole, so this is awesome. And it worked. It something that on paper should not work, it fucking worked perfectly. I felt like Michael Hayes and all those old WWE fucking like documentaries, like, oh hell, I didn't think it was gonna work. Because he always says that shit. Because he never thinks anything is gonna work, and then it does.
Michael PSA never thinks anything is going to work unless he thinks of it himself.
Undertaker, I didn't think it was gonna work.
I thought for sure Gobbledygooker would get over. No, that shit. They're getting
Anything that comes out of an egg is over.
Yeah, but no, Undertaker got him. No, those you guys make a valid point. You almost make me want to change my pick, but I'm still going to stick to my guns. To me, it did come down to two here, and I'm going to give an honorable mention to the runner-up here for me. Like they reunited this year. They had that incredible WrestleMania moment, like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I almost went with them. But maybe I'm taking like a cop out here. Maybe I'm taking the cheap way out. I don't care, but they're just so damn good. I gotta go with FTR. It's hard for me to go against them. And I agree with B-Roll. I think they had a better year last year, but this year was pretty damn good for them.
FTR was my pick originally.
But then
FTR was my pick.
B-Roll, you've transitioned. You've become like the ham bone of this show, essentially, getting people to change their picks.
You've
I
convinced
didn't
me.
realize it, but AEW only had 3 tag team champions this year.
So it was the Guns, it was
FTR.
FTR,
Guns,
and
FTR, and
The
Big Bill and
Acclaimed.
Ricky.
Oh, the Acclaimed.
Oh, the Acclaimed, did they start the year or did they?
Yeah,
no,
they started
the
the
Guns were the.
No,
They started the year, then
the
the Guns beat
Guns
them.
won it in
Okay.
February.
Okay, interesting.
And then-
yeah.
So the Acclaimed, it was the Acclaimed, then the Guns won it from them, and then FTR, and then
FTR.
Okay.
Now it's
he starts
Ricky and
going.
Big
So
Bill.
4. But still, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty wild.
Interesting. So, well, all great candidates, all deserving to win the Tag Team of the Year award here. But our second to last award here is our Female Wrestler of the Year. I gotta be honest, I think there's a lot of great contenders in this year. First one, I want to say B-Roll talked about her as like being underrated. Athena had a phenomenal year this year. A dominant run as your Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Tony Storm has transcended. Like, just get timeless Tony Storm over. That is like the best thing still today on AEW. And shout outs about World's End, that fucking press conference where she called out Wendy Richter. I'm
gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Well, I didn't watch the press conference. She
Oh,
called
dude.
out Wendy Richter.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is great, Michael.
It's
So
hilarious.
they
dude.
asked the question of like, okay, what free agent would you like to see signed to AEW? And she's like, well, Tony may get mad at me, but let's talk about this talent out there who is absolute money. And so you're like, okay, I know where we're going with this. It's a Mercedes joke. And then she stands up in the fucking thing and she says, Wendy Richter, I'm gonna fuck you up.
All right, you see, no.
I want to see Tony Khan's reaction. Like, what the fuck?
I want to see him sign. I don't know if Wendy could still wrestle in any capacity. But
I
God,
I
if she could.
highly doubt it.
Gone.
I highly doubt it. But if
No,
she
Wendy
did,
Wendy
oh
Richter's
my
still
God.
alive.
Is Wendy Richter?
Oh yeah, she's still alive.
Wendy
Yeah,
Richter's still alive.
no, she's still alive. Yeah.
See,
But
the
if
only
she
thing
could
from the
go-
press conference I have seen is a picture of Tony Khan with her hat and sunglasses.
Which was hilarious.
That was funny
That's
as
the only
shit.
thing I've seen for the press conference is a still shot of like him wearing Tony Storm's hat and sunglasses, and I was just like,
Apparently, it happened like right before he got asked like the Jericho
No, there
question.
was a couple questions,
Oh.
and then somebody even said before they asked him, "Are you sure you want to keep that hat on? Because the next
Yeah.
question that's coming." But anyway,
yeah, I saw that picture this morning, and I was like, what happened at the press conference last night?
yeah,
Tony Storm just being a genius.
yes. But you could easily argue for her as wrestler of the year, but at the end of the day, mommy's on top. I mean, how in the fuck are you gonna stop like Rhea Ripley the year she had? I mean, if this was her coming out party for sure. And I mean, she was already super over, but fuck, man. Like being the leader essentially of the top faction of the year and just like her like everything she's done this year, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. You could easily say she's probably like the number one wrestler right now with like the most thirst trap TikToks or whatever you want to call it.
1000%.
You have a woman who's wrestler of the year. She does the best memes with this whole weird situation with Dominic Buddy and
Yeah.
She's
I
playing into
honestly
it.
thought that storyline would have been over with the stuff with Dom. I didn't think okay, it's run its course, but it's just as entertaining as when they started it, for crying out
the
loud.
fact that she feeds into it, like bringing Dom to Australia and like having Buddy take pictures, so
That's
good.
Fucking so funny.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
it.
it was
It's great.
genius. Because the IWC, like, oh my god. But I mean, there's some great ones. You could also say Io Sky. She had a hell of a year too this year, man.
You could say Billy.
Billy
Starks had a
Starks
great
had a
year.
great year this year. Like, there's
But
so
it's-
many
I'm-
great female talents.
I'm going with Rhea because, goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's Rhea.
safe to say.
Yeah, it's just hard to beat, man. Like, what about you, B-Roll? Who's your female wrestler of the year? Are you in agreement with Mom?
Yeah, most definitely. Like we said, lots of honorable mentions, but at the end of the day,
Mommy's on top. It's understandable, but yeah. And I'm going to be interested to see like how she continues to dominate throughout 2024 as well. All right, gentlemen, we have come to the end here. It's our last award of the Golden Headlocks for this year, our Male Wrestler of the Year. Now, me personally, when I look at this category, there's a lot of names, but there's really kind of four names that was sticking out to me. One, let's say Seth Rollins, because I mean it's Seth freaking Rollins winning that World Heavyweight Championship and just pretty much running with it all this year. Another one I thought had the best year of his career to date. Orange Cassidy had a phenomenal year this year in 2023. Hell of a year. Making that international title of importance and arguably the second top title in AEW. Pretty damn impressive. But to me, honestly, this was like a 50-50 race. It come down to, okay, I think I already see where B-Roll's pick is going, but we'll get there in a second, buddy. It came down to two guys, and the way I looked at it is I looked at it like both from like a storytelling perspective, from the stories they told this year, to the matches they had this year, to just every aspect of it. And as great as the Billy Goat himself, Will Ospreay, is, I gave the slight edge to my male wrestler of the year, and he's our scumbag. My male wrestler of the year is MJF. And mainly just because look at his story arc
it started this year with the typical MJF heel bullshit. Like he puts Bryan Danielson through the ringer, right, to get that title shot with him. Has an amazing Iron Man match. They finally get to do the 4 Pillars match. That was a great matchup. And then the whole rest of the year with the Adam Cole story that dominated AEW. And just the fact that, like, we took MJF, who was just this top heel, and you could arguably say if it wasn't for LA Knight, MJF may have been the most popular wrestler of the year this year, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Like, just like he's now like the top babyface. To just switch around like that to me was very impressive because he's such a good heel. It was hard for me to go against Will Ospreay, but I had to go with MJF as my male wrestler of the year. All right, Mr. B-Roll, why don't you tell us why you think Will Ospreay is your wrestler of the year?
Let's see here. Easily probably had 3 or 4 out of the top 5 matches of the year. He is the Billy Goat. He literally goes everywhere. Honestly, the best year of his career. For me, it may be a little bit biased, just a smidge, but I don't think you can argue with the facts that he is definitely deserving of it, and excited to see where we go from here, bruv.
Hey, one shout out I'd like to do. We mentioned his matches. There's one we forgot to mention, man, and I'm telling you, it is an all-time classic. The match he had with Shota Umino. Oh my god, that was a fucking amazing match.
Or Naito.
Naito too
Naito?
at the G1. Yeah. The list just goes on and on for Ospreay.
The one with Josh Alexander. That was great.
Yeah. All right, Michael. What about you? Who is your male wrestler of the year?
Well, we're going to go 3 for 3 for different wrestlers. Because for me, it's Respect the Ring. Gunther.
The Ring General. Man, dude, and that's a guy we haven't talked nearly enough on this show.
No,
I think we should.
No.
I'm so
What
glad
he
you
is
picked him.
Done for the IC title again, picking it up from a dead spot, which happens with ICW for some goddamn reason.
Yeah.
And he took what was a terrible gimmick and name change with Gunther and reinvented it. And what he's done with Imperium has just been phenomenal. The matches are great. The storylines have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
even the feud with the Miz when they first started that, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but that was been an awesome feud.
That's been phenomenal. Of course, I mentioned them the 3-way. Like it's just he's done phenomenal things.
SummerSlam matchup with Drew, that was great.
Yeah, the 1-on-1
and of course,
match.
that monumental moment of finally, which is crazy to think it took this many damn years, but finally breaking the Honky Tonk Man's record as the longest reigning IC champion.
Yeah, so like he's just breaking records, having phenomenal matches. It's Gunther.
And literally also being like the number 1 on my list of people I don't want to take a chop from.
There you go, brother.
Eddie Kingston's number 1 on that list for me.
Oh man, we were talking about that last night watching the show. Like it's like it's between like Gunther, like Eddie Kingston and Penta throw the best and sickest chops in wrestling right now.
Yeah,
the chops that Eddie threw on John last night
was criminal.
He definitely goes into the adage that men are like more ruthless with their best friends in the ring because they killed each other. And it was not nice.
Yeah.
It was fucked.
Husky, I gotta ask you, brother. Who is your male wrestler of the year?
Do I make it 4 for 4?
You could.
I would.
A lot of great candidates.
Yonkers, baby.
I had that feeling as soon as he said that.
Yeah.
Mad King Eddie Kingston is my wrestler of the year.
Yeah.
It was almost Will Ospreay. It was almost Will Ospreay because of Wrestle Kingdom and the fucking match with Mike Bailey. But the story of Eddie overcoming the Blackpool Combat Club 1 by 1 and finally getting his just due at World's End and being the inaugural Continental Classic winner It's perfect.
Yeah, we said it earlier, like inspirational wrestler of the year, like just that story, his story this year has been so fun to watch and him to kind of really live out his dream. And the thing is, Husky, it's like his dream. It's not like the traditional, like I want to go to like the biggest show of the year and win like the world title. No, man, he wants to work Japan. He wants to work in that style. And
Yeah.
yeah, just like his heroes, man. It's so cool. He had an awesome year.
Yes, he
Like,
did.
And like we say, it was an awesome year overall for pro wrestling this year, man. So many great moments we have highlighted here on this show. And just like the Oscars, yes, I know we went a little bit over, but hey, that's what happens because there was just so much to cram in here in 2023. Boys, in closing here, I got to ask you, as exciting as 2023 was, do you think somehow 2024 is going to top it?
Yes.
It will.
I think so.
I think it
I
will.
think some crazy
You know,
shit's about to happen in 2024.
I want to say no, but like sitting here last year, I thought the same thing, and
Yeah.
it happened. So
I think the biggest thing is let's talk about it here is like all these companies are going and running on full cylinders, and what's that doing? It's making the WWE product relevant and awesome and fun to watch again, dude. And you've got people. We're in this boom era, and people are picking up and watching wrestling again.
Yeah.
Shout out again to my buddy, the good doctor, who is watching WWE on a regular basis now too. Because it's just like it's a fun product again, and that's a lot. There's several reasons, of course, the fact that the crazy old bastard isn't there anymore that helps a lot. But just the competition, man, it's good for everybody. And our good buddy Extreme League mentioned it. There's no need for tribalism in wrestling, man. You like AEW more than WWE, that's great. You like WWE more than AEW, that's great. Maybe you're an MLW guy. It doesn't matter because it's all great, man. We are truly blessed as wrestling fans to be living in this boom period of what is going on because there's just so much great wrestling out there for everybody to watch.
I want MLW did another TV deal. So bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened too. And that's the other thing too. When you start seeing like wrestling as it's getting into pop culture, just look at a week ago, the Iron Claw came out, and people were talking about that. And which, by the way, that's a phenomenal movie.
I've heard nothing but great things from everyone about that movie, even non-wrestling fans.
Yeah.
As soon as I get paid again, I'm going to watch that.
And it's just like one of those things. There's so many different things and clogs in the wheel that's going on right now. And wrestling's just going to continue to grow and get like better and better here from here.
I can't wait because I don't have the money to go see a theater because theaters be expensive. So I can't wait till that hits max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's an awesome movie, man. And like I say, it's been an awesome year in the world of pro wrestling. Well, as we close up here on the third annual Golden Headlocks, we here at Cult TV, we actually got a special announcement we're going to make tonight, a little programming note for you. So if anybody knows me, it's kind of followed me. You kind of know the year I've had in 2023. Like a lot of you've had some ups and downs, and it's been a very challenging one. So I actually am in the process of getting ready to move. So this actually is going to be the last show we record here from, or at least I record from my studio here at Casa de la Cole. So I will be in the process of moving. So that being said, we're going to take just a slight break from Cole TV here. Don't you worry. We're going to be back, and we will be back on January the 29th with a brand new episode of Pro Wrestling 60. And of course, we're going to be right after the Royal Rumble. So we're going to pick up right there. Just kind of gives me time to get my stuff together, as well as we got a ton of cool stuff lined up for 2024 this year, don't we, Mr. B-Roll?
2024 is our year.
That's right. We're taking over, just like the BWO, baby.
Yes.
One last thing. One last thing, of course. As always, we got to end it with a little plug-up-palooza. Michael, I'm going to start with you, buddy. Tell us where we can find you, my friend.
On TikTok, MJ Duplessis 1992. And every Monday when the episodes do come out on Queen's Court, on World Championship Wreckage. Sorry, a third shot had to be sent to Dad Hat.
Yeah. We love you, Dad Hat.
Fire us.
We love you, buddy.
I promise you, Dad Hat, I'm going to get you a back in the day episode once I get all this stuff sorted out. I swear.
It'll be coming back in February, folks, on World Championship Wreckage. Just saying.
So yes, World Championship Wreckage, Queen's Court with my brother Husky and the Tribal Queen, Breigh Stout, talking about Raw. We will be starting filming next week the January 1994 episodes. It is weird how that lined up perfectly.
That is pretty crazy, man.
It really is.
And if you haven't, go watch the 93 episodes because 93 was an interesting year for the Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, there's a lot of ups and downs in that.
And 94 is going to be even weirder.
Yeah, it's only going to get crazier. You can find me on Instagram at the Husky Roads. I might come back to TikTok. I don't know. But you can also find me on Queen's Court on World Championship Wreckage, and also Husky's Hot Takes here on PW60. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and indie reports. I do indie reports.
That's right. Michael's all over the place. Husky's all over the place. We're all over the place because we're one big happy family here. So, well, we want to thank you all for watching this very special episode, the Golden Headlocks. We look back at the year that was pro wrestling. Of course, I'm Max LJ, the OG, along with my partner in crime, Mr. B-Roll. Once again, thank you to Husky, Michael. Thank you, Breigh, for joining us, as well as huge shout out to Extreme League, Best Scout Machine, and all of our family here at Pro Wrestling 60. We love our brothers and sisters here. And folks, we'll be back January 29th for a brand new episode of Pro Wrestling 60. Everybody have a safe and wonderful, wonderful winter weather time, whatever you want to call it.
Hibernation. I should have picked the Pro Wrestling 60 theme for the theme of the year. What was I thinking?
Should have. Yeah,
we did the vlog of the year, by the way.
Yeah.
We did do that.
We
could have been us. Who knows? But anyways, nonetheless, we'll see you January 29th, folks.